want to be here.
Yeah.
He was here. If you were here, you would have no control. Here, this wrist took everything. Yeah. God damn. You like this? Hotep and Griff.
Kanye on that drum. All right, so welcome back to Sunday's Corner, everybody. How you doing, sis? Welcome to the show.
Fantastic. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. If it seems like, oh, she's not even giving these people intros. No, I don't give them intros. I let them speak for them damn selves.
I thought my plight in life was about saving the world until I realized I didn't have the skills or the tools to save myself.
Yep. If you're not activating now, then what are you doing? Wasting my time, wasting your time. So let's go. Until next week.
Welcome. Her name is Kim Clayson. Clap it up for Kim Clayson. Love it. Kim Clayson, ladies and gentlemen. There she is.
It does look good. We are going to be flipping seats. Like I said, a lot of the states did go through redistricting. Maryland was one of them, Florida, New Jersey. So we'll be flipping a lot of seats in really good areas.
Sonny Johnson.
Oh, is it on? Like, it ain't like I'm not loud enough. You can't hear it. You know, I can be loud without you saying. And that, you know, before that, I was always like, I'm Hotep adjacent. You know, you know, I would always say that. But when you got to that point, when I was like, okay, now it's Hotep.
What point did you come to?
Hotep the bill. The point where when you hit the realization that it's not about necessarily winning the argument or fighting with the left or fighting with, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not about that. Now, I'm going to create the platform where you can find the content.
These last 5 years of my life have been absolutely amazing, and Chad has been a mentor and helped shape my brain. So if they call me a radical, I've been radicalized by Chad. You can blame him. He's the one that turned me into an anarchist.
Who's the nigga black supremacy? Talking about you guys.
The person who made sure we were government compliant and made us a non-profit organization officially. Shout out to Trish. Did an amazing job helping me out. I really appreciate her. Shout out to Crypto Wendy for coming out. Thank you, Crypto Wendy. Wendy, shout out to Syscoin, our sponsor. You know, shout out to Brody McFarland.
Secret Service, my handler. Take a picture of that, you can get label of reparations. Huh? Arrogant like a mother.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in.
How'd you get that done so quick? They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early? He's not tapped in.
The first use case you think about blockchain is payments, right? So that's the first thing you want to do is show that you can secure a payment mechanism just like Visa, MasterCard, but much more secure without middlemen, take away the fees, offers economies of scale. So the more people use it, the cheaper it gets. The way we view the future of value in the long term, 3 to 5 to 10 years, we view layer 1 blockchains will essentially become like the new republics. These will be the new mechanisms where all the value is going to proliferate to. The future, there'll be the layer 1 blockchain, there will be the mining market, there'll be the dApps, and there'll be tokens. So the lower you get in the stack, the lower risk you have, but the lower rewards. The highest risk reward will be on the layer 1 blockchain, because that's where all the value will flow up. But it's highest value, highest risk. We view layer 1 blockchains, which is Bitcoin, Syscoin, Ethereum, as court systems. They need to be combative to the external forces that we don't control, even in the software world. In the real world, like inflation, hyperinflation, wars, these systems need to be secure from that. And this is why we view Bitcoin as the gold standard for security and decentralization. What else does the world need? What else does the world cherish when you have something like Bitcoin? How can we extend that to something else where we can take advantage to build real world utility? This is where Ethereum comes in. For me, Ethereum is a gold standard for flexibility or general computation. We're trying to stick to the gold standards we know the world's going to cherish and develop on, and we put those two concepts together. And this is what Syscoin is.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in.
How'd you get that done so quick? They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early? He's not tapped in.
Two, one, boom. Hotep Jesus.
Of all the Jesuses I know, he's the Hotepiest. Social scientist and YouTube host, Hotep Jesus.
How the fuck do you get a name like Hotep Jesus?
The one and only Hotep Jesus.
Ryan Sharp, better known to the world as Hotep Jesus.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Somebody said, what do you think you are, some kind of Hotep Jesus?
Ooh,
and
that's
I was
good.
Just like, ooh, that's sexy. Yes, I do think I'm Hotep Jesus.
What's up, people? We back.
Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com. What's up, people? How y'all feeling today? Happy Monday. I got my new Grift gear on. I told you I was going with the Bruce Leroy look. What y'all think? What y'all think, man? Got the Bruce Leroy Griff going today. Got the hair up. Something new. You know. What y'all think, man? Like the new fit? Let's get the poll going. Let's get the poll going. Let's throw the poll up over on YouTube. What up, Lipster Davis? Who's that? Asaru, what up, man? Oh, motherfucker. YouTube glitching out. What up, Rumble? Who's the baddest man? About to have the pause going wild. Oh, y'all crazy. What up, Papa Hotep? Papa Hotep in the house. How y'all feeling, man? How's y'all weekend? All that good stuff. Was y'all productive this weekend? Lizette said, looking fine. Thank you, Lizette. Appreciate you. What up, Ryan? Baraka said, look clean. Thanks, man. And I think, matter of fact, let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all what inspired this. Well, I shouldn't say what inspired this, but it's just more evidence of my decision about this. And let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Look at this shit, y'all. I'm about to show y'all. Look at this. Put it up on the screen in a second. Then we're going to go to our song of the day. Look at this. Hold on. Y'all see that right there? So here's my analytics for, what is this, the last 28 days? Last 28 days. Do y'all see what this says right here? In the last 28 days, I have lost 145 subscribers. And I think a lot of it has to do with the shorts I've been uploading. Because y'all know I got multiple personality order, right? I got multiple personalities, so somebody might see one of my personalities on one show, then come here and see a whole nother personality. Or they might come to the Grift Report and one day they get one of my personalities and then the next day they get a different one. Or they see it in a short or something like that. And yeah, so they I guess they unsubscribed. So the shorts went out and you can see right there, down 145 subscribers. With that being said, I need y'all to hit the subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, let's go to the live count right now. If you're not subscribed, come on, can we get like 5 new subscribers? Help me out here, man. This thing will move like as you guys hit the subscribe button. Can we get some subscribers over here? I know I ain't even supposed to be using YouTube, but damn, I looked at the numbers and I saw that. Because you get like a weekly report or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't even know what made me look at that shit. Sure enough, I was down. What does this say? Look at this. Total growth. You ever seen somebody YouTube channel just go down? you ever seen somebody who has a graph where their growth goes down? What happened? Hotep TV, we on Rumble. We on Rumble. We there too. The Rumble channel's growing. He said maybe that's people leaving YouTube. That's true. It could be. He said I get unsubscribed on Rumble once a week from my channel. Miss Niger of Joy. You talking about you get unsubscribed from my channel once a week? Haram Life said, Big Boss Band, where you at? HJ need a job. I know you watching. Yeah, yo. I need a job. Somebody came in here last week a couple of times. Hotep, you still ain't got a job yet? No. No. Put my applications out there. Hopefully I get a job. Nobody's gonna hit the subscribe button. It's all these people watching. All of y'all can't be subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, please. Somebody hit the subscribe button. Anybody, just so we can see that the counter works. Anybody gonna hit the subscribe button? Nobody's gonna hit the subscribe button. I ain't starting the show until somebody hits subscribe on YouTube. How about that? I'm holding out. So like I said, I think, you know, the Trump hat and the Versace robe didn't go over too well with people. I don't think they liked it too well. And I'm not a big fan of wearing suits, especially not on a daily, like on my show. Like, you know, I got to commend people like Nick Fuentes, who every time they stream, they throw on their suit and tie, etc., etc. I just lost a subscriber. Did y'all see that? And, you know, I just can't put myself to do it. So I said, what could I possibly wear? And then last week I was streaming. And it hit me what I should do. It hit me, you know, what I should do. And I decided to go with the traditional Kung Fu outfit. So here I am. With so the numbers are going down. Yo. I said, yo, y'all got to get the number to go up, not down. Can't win. Kevin Samuels used to hold the show hostage. Really? I just want to break 86. 86. Last week I was 86.1. Now I'm down. Kamar said people trolling. Yeah, they got to be trolling. Come on, man. Oh, man. Y'all playing with me. All right, whatever. Fuck it. Let's go into the song of the day. This is a song that everyone has enjoyed recently, except for myself. I actually haven't sat down to listen to it yet. I saw everybody was rejoicing and playing this song, so Wendy Yo posted it. We got our wonderful gingers out here representing. So Wendy Yo here says, y'all new to outlaw country, it seems, and I love it. We love the nuclear family. The men provide and respect the homemakers. We do the best to teach and educate our kids about kindness, boundaries, and helping those around us. So let's play it.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
Oh, he going off.
Wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere.
Woo.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Damn. That shit almost had me choked up. Couch, $5 super chat. Love you, brother. Finally caught alive. What up, Couch? Damn. I gotta play that again.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an old soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
What y'all giving that song right there? What y'all rating that song? That boy good. Let's put some stars in the chat. Nah, matter of fact, we're going to put American flags in the chat. American flags in the chat, 1 out of 5. What y'all rate that song right there? Yeah, Papa Hotep, I could feel that song in my soul, man. And he said the dollar ain't shit. Oh, man, I felt that. I really felt that. I told y'all the soul of the white man is coming back. He's had enough. The soul of the white man has returned. Strong Dad, 4.6. Okay. Tari, what up? He said, Hotep, that boy got soul. Yeah, he do. That's some fire right there. What Rudy say? Did Rudy comment on this song yet? That shit, man. That song touch. I'm going to be playing that shit in the airport. Rudy gave it 100. I'm seeing flags in the chat. Seeing, let's go, Brandon. 6.5 out of 10. Oh, come on. Some familiar human said 10 out of 5. 5 out of 5 hound dogs. It's out of 5. It's out of 5. We going out of 5. Some people are cheating, but it's out of 5. I see them flags up. I like that jam, man. I'm gonna be playing that. That's gonna be on routine, man. I really feel that record right there. I really feel that record. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely felt. Wait, did I just button myself? I done got the button situation all fucked up over here. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Gotta get my motherfucking Bruce Leroy shit correct. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers wasn't ready for this shit. All right. What's in the Grift Report? Let's go in the bag, see what we got in the bag, see what I pull out. About to be on your screen right here. Pow! Syscoin off-road experience HotepCon this week. Hey, Syscoin holders, if you have not already, hit the link in the description box below to enter to win an off-road giveaway. Off-road experience, dinner in the desert, drone footage, you see it. It's going to be litty. Shout out to Syscoin, Patrick, Jag, Alex. Alex was in the BJJ tournament this weekend. Got second place. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Nate, Traffic guy, whole squad over there, Rolux. You know, Rolux drop. Super Dap coming soon. If you have not already, go to Super Dap. SuperDap.ai. New AI bot coming. New AI bot on the way. You see me? Go here, hit the button, log in, do your damn thing. Get your name on the wait list when that drops. You're one of the first people to hear about it. I don't want to hear you say, hey, Hotep Jesus didn't tell me. Hotep Jesus told you. SuperDap.ai. All right? Get in line. My name's in there. I can't wait to get a little bit of that AI action. Pause just in case. All right, let's go in the bag. What do we got today? It's a lot of race grifting, some Maui shit, some relationship shit. Let's go here first. I just want to pull something up and get you guys' opinions. Let's take a look at this. I want you guys to tell me what you think about this video, because I'm a bit... Actually, let me not ruin it. Let's play.
A little boy, you know, he's trying to keep him occupied on a plane for 3 hours.
I understand. We're just trying to relax and get to our destination. We're all going to be here.
All right. It's fine. Let's talk in a sec.
You got a lot of energy, don't you?
Just talk to
I'm sorry. Do you care to like get your kid under control?
It's getting real.
I mean, have you ever had a kid on the plane for 3 hours? What would you do? What would you do?
If that was my kid, he would be behaving.
He's behaving, definitely behaving. Now.
I don't think you've passed on good manners.
I definitely passed on good manners. I'm gonna need you to turn around. I got this. I'm gonna need you to turn around and play it off.
Play it off.
He stopped.
Okay.
Stopped.
Yeah, you're good.
Honestly.
I'm so uncomfortable.
You need to make a scene.
I mean, come on.
Stop, honey. Like, honestly.
Stop it.
Yeah, listen to
like
your
I'm on a
wife.
roller coaster.
Listen to your wife. That's your best bet. Turn around and listen to your wife.
Hey, buddy. Is there any way you can stop maybe kicking the seat?
Do not talk to my son. Oh, don't talk to my son.
Man.
Talk to me like your husband did. Talk to me.
Have you considered reading a motherhood book?
Motherhood.
I was just trying to...
Now, you're overstepping your boundaries.
Overstepping my
Yeah, you are. And you're really starting to piss me
You're
off.
overstepping my boundaries by letting your kid.
No, my kid is just fine. My kid is fine. Turn around. No, you can turn
lower
around.
your voice a little?
No, I don't need to lower anything.
I was asking you nicely, and I was asking your son
but
nicely.
Both of y'all, together.
Can you not talk to my wife?
First of all, your husband is disrespectful.
Do not
your
point at my husband.
No, okay, well, I'll point at you then.
I'll tell you what's disrespectful. The way that you're talking to us right now is really
And the way that you turn around and talk to my son, and you talk about reading a book.
Yeah.
You read a book. You need to read a book, and then maybe you wouldn't be entertaining back here.
Maybe you should join a mother's group and maybe get some pointers on how to be a mom.
Say you need to read a mother's book. Chat, is that real? You know what I think this video is? Shout out to Zulu, just became a member over on YouTube. Salute and welcome. New clips coming soon. Yeah, I don't think this is real. You know what I think this is? I think this is like a training video. You know, when you start a new job, and I guess in this case it would be, you know, airline attendant. This is probably from one of their training videos. And the part that got clipped is probably where they come in and say, hey, what do you do in this situation? What do you think you should do in this situation? Here's how we'll handle this. Because I know damn sure if this was a real flight, an attendant would have come over already at some point. But also, you don't hear the engine. You don't hear the engine of the airplane. Usually that's really loud, and you can hear that on the plane. And it just looks fake and set up, and the audio's off. So now my next question is, who posted this and why? If this is a training video, what are we trying to do here? What is Aryan Schizo? Remember your blood. Do not lose sight of what is most important. Wow. So this is, all right, originally from Lauren Whiskey. Yo, what the fuck is going on? Christ First, 2020 GOP nominee for U.S. Senate. Christian, nationalist, executive producer for Real Stu Peters, producer for Died Suddenly. And this woman follows me. She follows me. Lauren Whiskey follows me. Where is the father? Oh my God. Yo. What the fuck is going on? I didn't expect to dive straight into the race grift today, but since we're here, we might as well go along with it since we're here. So she posts it. Mars says, anyone who can't see this as stage has never been on a plane in their life. The bigger question is, why does this so-called Christian lady keep posting all this lame race bait? So JD says this is fake as hell. The acting is mid. Ed Lattimore says, I don't know. I've seen similar situations to not doubt it. Come on, Ed. Come on, Ed. You got to know this is staged, fam. Come on, Ed. The father is at the acting class where the rest of these bad actors in this racially coded stage video should be. Bruce Fenton says, can people not see that this is fake? Tommy Sotomayor, it's a black kid. It has no father, only a ratchet biatch who claims she didn't need a man as soon as the egg was fertilized. Who know the government would provide everything she need from being a bastard baby maker. Oh my goodness. Damn. Y'all, I didn't expect to get in the race bag. I just saw the video and decided to comment on it because it was semi-viral or something like that. And now we got this Aryan guy who's... Oh my God, yo. What is going on? All right, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back to this. We got to go to the other stories because they're all linked together. This is very troublesome. This is very troublesome. This is. All right. So we're going to come back to that in just a second. But first, this weekend we had the Nordstrom raid, right? We had the Nordstrom raid. You know, people have gone into the Nordstrom predominantly. Well, let's just pull the video up since everybody's done played the bitch. Calling it a Nordstrom raid. Here we go. Here's one of them. So here's a video of the so-called. It says here, a mob of crooks stole tens of thousands of dollars in merchandise from a Los Angeles Nordstrom during a wild smash and grab raid that included the thieves attacking security guards with bear spray. Oh, they came prepared. So this was big news over the weekend. And the right-wing grifters, you know, they couldn't help themselves. You know, they where the fathers and all of that rhetoric came out, and, you know, California Democrats, and I get all that stuff. It was cool or whatever. But there was a feeding frenzy on this video, and much of it were what some people would call racist dog whistles, etc., etc. And I saw it, and here's my take. Let's go to my take so you can understand how I thought about the situation. And I said, me watching Nordstrom get raided after they celebrated Pride and launched DEI programs. And you see this guy here celebrating. So on one side of the grift, you had, let's vilify the looters, right? On the other side, it was, well, basically just me. Let's celebrate the looters. And it was just, I just find it fascinating that there's this huge attack on woke corporations. And as soon as a group of black folks go to get, let's call it reparations, they go get reparations from these people, everybody sides with the big corps. Now, keep in mind, let's go to Google. Let's jog everybody's memory. Nordstrom, Melania, Trump. Anybody remember this? Remember when Nordstrom dropped? Oh, I'm sorry, Ivanka. Anybody remember when Nordstrom dropped Ivanka from its stores? Her brand from the stores? So, this is not your ally. This is definitely your enemy. And let's look at some of the mental gymnastics in my comments. It's all insurance to them. Don't think that this is as coordinated as food facility fire or sabotage train. Nah, I'm not about to do that. This guy says, agreed, sir. Different than Bud Light and Target, but I'll take it. I like that. This person says that's one way to look at it. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why am I always the only one looking at things from another perspective? Am I the only one that just keeps it consistent? Like, fuck these big corporations? And this person says, Nordstrom is a great company. Celebrating pride isn't a crime. Stealing things is. Posts like this remind me that black people are not a monolith. Here's another one of those race baiting accounts. Your people, my dark skinned brother. This person says that's hood rat shit that would just lead to complete collapse of Cali. Good looking out. Amen. This person says you need to remove Jesus from your name. Then he hits me with the din do. How many nothings did a din do if a din do nothing? How many nothings did a din do if a din did do nothing? These races are creative and pretty funny. I got to be honest with you. So, you know, I responded to this guy and I said I would call it jacking. La Cosa Nostra was infamous for it. So now we got to go down memory lane. Everybody knows, you know, there's going to be some sort of history lesson here. So we're going to type in La Cosa Nostra. Jacking. Okay. Or in their case, hijacking. The hijacking. No, that's not it. Now they're saying the Italian mob is online. Let me see. I just want to make sure. Let's see. Oh, I know what I did. I think I looked up mob crimes list, and I think I found one of them here was no, that wasn't it. Maybe it was hijacking. Well, the moral of the story is this all right, so here we have here, hold on. No, it wasn't here. I forget the source. I found it. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. GOV. All right, so right here on this .gov site. Oh, oops. I just messed up the size of my shit. So you see here .gov analysis of the types of crimes that was carried out. And it says right here, the other more traditional crimes also included hijacking, air cargo theft, and of course, murder, right? So when we look at La Cosa Nostra, LCN, La Cosa Nostra's illegal activities, gambling, blah, 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 blah. It covered a wide range of things, including jacking and theft. You know, and we spoke about this last week when we were talking about when we had Cooley on. We were talking about violence in Chicago. And Cooley made a great point that I always made up. It's like, yo, ain't this the home of the crime committed by Al Capone and these guys and all the robbery these guys were involved in? And then these things happen, and it's like all of a sudden that these crimes are just synonymous with black people. And I think, you know, the mob and many other have done a great job of pivoting from those streams of income to more legal streams of income. Over the years, they cleaned up their act. The Irish even cleaned up their act. But now it's like, you know, it's like, oh, look at these bad black people. And I'm just like, jacking is very much an American thing. It's very much an American thing to be jacking. You know, so this is not a unique thing. This is a quote unquote woke corporation, right? Nordstrom is this quote unquote woke corporation. I don't like using the word woke like that. I'm going to try and stick to that, letting people know that's not the right term to use here. But it is a leftist organization. They have, I might as well show you now, since we're in the concept of showing people. So let's type in Nordstrom DEI, right? And then you'll see right here. That Nordstrom also has diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. They have a Black Business Month, right? They even have Black Business Highlights, Shop Black Owned, all the things that the right hate and despise. All right? What else do they got? What else did I mention? Oh, Pride. Nordstrom also celebrated Pride. They got a whole section on it. Shop Pride. They got a whole Pride section. So they've banned Ivanka Trump. They celebrate Pride. They celebrate DEI. And then when some black folks go rob the joint, it's, oh, look at these niggas. This is just hypocritical bias. Jonah said, just dropping $1 since I can't call in. But you should look up the last lynching in California, white dudes for kidnapping Brookhart Nordstrom of San Francisco. Thanks, Jonah. Send me a link if you can. Said, didn't they do the Lufthansa heist? Probably. So, you know, the right loves money and their things more than they dislike the alphabet. Hoodlums don't inject experimental drugs into Americans. Hoodlums don't poison the water and food supply for profit. Black folks Jan 6 is material. Oh, I like that take. Just because y'all not willing to go and really do what y'all about, you know. Now you mad that black folks said fuck these corporations and went in and took what they wanted? Keep in mind, this is an organized crime. That was an organized crime. To go into Nordstrom and steal off those racks was an organized crime. It's well organized. And it's not, you know, it's not something that I haven't seen before. Like, you know, I worked for several retail outlets, et cetera, and they warned us about this way back in the day. You just got, you know, smash and grabbers. It just is what it is, you know? So, yeah, I just, you know, it's just, all right, so let's come back here. So, as you can see, I'm having such trouble, you know, putting words to stuff, mostly because I'm bothered. I'm definitely bothered. So I said here, hating black men is the only grift that works in both right and left politics. On the right, you can say, where are the fathers? And black men won't vote for Trump. And you can say all this shit about black men. And on the left, you can say all this shit about black men. That's the only thing that both sides can actually grift off of. This is crazy. This is crazy. So now let's come back. Let's come back to my original post. Where is it? This. Single moms posting L's. Where's the dad? Aryan schizo. We can't live together. On a staged video. But then, you know, when you look at the source, it comes from a Lauren Witzke, who's a 2020 GOP nominee for Senate, which doesn't mean much, really. But she got 97,000 followers. Producer for Died Suddenly. You know, you'd think this would be, you know, a good person. She follows me. You know, you would think this was, you know, what is this? You have to be black to criticize blacks. You have to be gay to criticize gays. You have to be Muslim tonight. You have to be doing that. Everyone criticize whites. Oh, she's on that shit. I want to live in a world where whites can spar openly and freely in an intellectual battlefield with same freedoms their adversaries are afforded. Groups like the ADL have sought to make sure we have an uphill battle to climb that we can carry the cross. Oh, she's on some white nationalist shit. Oh, okay. All right, so she's not like, she's like a far right winger. Oh, she got a Gab account and a Cozy account? Oh, she's a far right winger. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Then there was another one. Where was the other one? It was Elijah Schaefer. And where is it? And I think he was trolling, you know, but I could have sworn I had that one in the bag. I saved it. But even Elijah Schaefer, who I think, you know, has some troll with him, and I'm not mad at it. You know, guys want to get their troll on. I get it. But he was even, is this it? Oh, they was on Bryson's head. Bryson said, videos like this pop up daily because I look for videos like this to post daily so you can increase your engagement. So Elijah Schaefer, he goes, why do videos like this pop up daily on Twitter? This guy says, Drew Hernandez, degenerate black people. Why do they look at us like criminals? Also degenerate black people. Mo Facts will have to call in today. I need an explanation. What is going on with the race baiting? So, brings me to my next tweet. That I'm going to pull up here. There's big money in race baiting. And how many Griff tokens is that video of the Nordstrom raid worth? Yo, like, is the algorithm pushing this shit too? Let's not go there. Let's just stay with what we know. This shit got a lot of fucking clout, a lot of weight in the right-wing circles to post these videos of black people committing crimes. And it reminds me of the old left. It reminds me of the old mainstream media. That's how mainstream media used to be. Mainstream media, you turn it on and you just see black men attacking people. That's what, like, you tune in to CNN, whether it was CNN, MSNBC, or Fox back in the day, like 80s and 90s, 2000s. It wasn't until recently that this had flipped. And now it's like these right influencers are eating off of this, just like mainstream media used to. And I'm just trying to, like, I know what my mind first goes to. But what's going on that people want to push this stuff and there's no pushback? There's really like no pushback. I know Sonny's pushback, Bryson's pushback. There's very little pushback. The libertarians have had some pushback when they're not trolling. But what does this mean for the future? What does it mean when the right has completely given up on any sorts of messaging towards black people? Now, obviously, if you're black, you're going to say, oh, they're racist, right? And to me, it's just too simple of an answer. It didn't take any brain power to come up with that answer. He says, oh, it's racist. Yeah, it might be. But what's the end game? What's the long goal? Why is the money being pushed behind this? Who's pulling the strings behind this? Why is there no pushback? What does this mean for black people? I'm trying to look, because we're in an accelerated timeline right now. So looking 10 years into the future is like the equivalent of looking into the future about 50 years. And 10 years might even be too long. 5 years might be the equivalent of 50 years nowadays. Ever since Trump got elected, everything's like accelerated. All the agendas have accelerated. I'm going to wait for the callers to call in. And we'll talk to the callers about what the fuck is going on. Jabari Judy said, my tweets about politics get 200 to 500 views on Twitter. My racial grift tweet about the Alabama boat fight got 50,000 views. The algorithm is on it. This is crazy. This is insane. I don't know what to do. But I'm going to figure it out. There's going to be a plan. I'll come up with something. But we have to change the way we move. We can't move the same because everything's shifting. All right, let's go back. Where is it now? Wait, what the fuck? Why can't I? Wait, what? They put bookmarks under more now? Why are they moving stuff? All right, anyway, let's go to some relationship stuff and lighten the mood. Then we'll end off with Maui, and we'll open up phone lines in about 10, 20 minutes. Text Hotep in your name to 202-596-5631, 202-596-5631. Text Hotep in your name, and we'll get you in on these calls. All right, let's go to relationships. Whoops. So Ocho Cinco's giving some advice here on a first date. So we got a couple of videos about first dates. Let's dive into them. Let's see what's being said here.
What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date? A lot of girls feel like I got to spend a minimum $300 to be with them. I'm like, $300 what? $300.
American dollars?
Dollars.
Please. On who? On the first date?
Yo, Chad.
For what?
You're considered a high value man. So ladies, this is
value.
You got money?
I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue, but I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man.
And you have a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I'm going to save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? If I'm at wit's end and I need help and I'm with you and you need a $300 date, can she save me? Can she help me? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. I mean, it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
I'm with you.
The women that want $300 dates, there are men out there that are going to continue to take them on them. That's why the women can always say, I'm not doing nothing but $300 a date. Because there are men that will spend $300 to reach their end goal. We know the end goal is.
What is a good...
Okay, so the first word that came to mind is dating tourism. right? And it's very much like going on vacation with your parents. You know, when you were a kid, you went away on vacation with your parents and, you know, they paid for everything. Some women are in that vein, okay? I remember I was hanging out with a chick once and I said, hey, you know, where you want to go out? Let's go out to eat. Let's go get something to eat, right? Take you to a nice little restaurant or whatever. And then she sent me two choices. Okay? And I pulled them up and looked at the prices on the menu. And I was like, damn, this is about to be a $300 date. So I went to the other option. I said, well, maybe the other restaurant's cheaper. Go to the other restaurant. It's a $300 date. Make a long story short, we didn't go to either of those places. I hand selected a completely different restaurant. Had some great Italian gnocchi straight out the oven. It was amazing. But I just, you know, is this okay to say? You shouldn't ask anybody to go anywhere that you wouldn't pay to go yourself.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
If you wouldn't spend the money to go there yourself, you probably shouldn't ask somebody else to do it. So to me, that's the tourism aspect where women are wanting to go to these expensive dates because they themselves can't afford to go there or would not go there. So they go there on your dime. It's a form of tourism. Now, Ocho Cinco makes a great point. He mentions the fact that she's a liability. And I got to tell you, a woman who selects these places is definitely a liability. You know, I need me a woman that's going to say, hey, babe, that restaurant is way too expensive. Even if I got it, let's not go there. You know that restaurant's kind of pricey. I need my woman to say shit like that. You know? We ain't got to do all of that. It's a conscious woman. Some of these bitches out here, they don't give a fuck. They tourism and they just want your bread. Now, I did write an article, menofwater.com. Let's type in first date. Okay. And right here, you'll see I wrote, a first date costs a minimum of $1,000 in 2023. Okay. Now, what this is a destination date. This is a destination date. Okay. And I got to be honest with you, fellas. But it makes more sense to do a $1,000 destination date than it does to do a first date for $300 locally. You know? Because if she's meeting you at a destination, first of all, that means she's probably down to give you a little bit of pudenda. Okay? So at least your money's not going to be completely wasted. You know, you get to make a little bit of magic. You know what I'm saying? Get to make a little bit of magic with her. So at the very least, you know, you might get some fellatio as well. You know. But at least you know she likes you enough to spend an extended amount of time with you. Okay? I'll let you read the rest of that so you guys can get familiar with why you want to do a $1,000 date. So a date either costs $100 or less, or it costs $1,000 or more. Anything in between, she's grifting off of you. Anything in between, she's grifting off of you. You know? Michelle Clark said, well, HJ, I'm one of them because I don't even eat out. I'll cook for you. Shout out to Michelle. Real women in the house. Big Poppy said vacation. Yeah, vacation. Well, we're not doing first dates no more. We're doing vacations. You know what I'm saying? fly out, hang out in somebody else's city. I don't know. Take care of all the expenses. And that way, I'll just do a spoiler on the article here. Really, what you do is, you know, if you're looking at this $1,000 date right here and you're thinking to yourself that this is expensive, you're actually going to be in for a rude awakening, because this is actually going to save you money. Because if you do a vacation, either y'all going to fall in love or you're not. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay? 2-3 days with this individual, you're going to know whether you like her and if she likes you. Now, you take her on the first date, you got to take her on the second date. You got to take her on the third date. Before you know it, you done spent over $1,000 on a bitch and you don't even fucking know her. You never spent more than 24 hours with her. A little bit here, a little bit of there. You know, God forbid it's her birthday or a holiday or something like that. You done bought her some chocolates and flowers and some jewelry or some shit. A handbag or something. But you'll actually save money with the vacation. See, the thing is, people look at things short term. How much money am I spending right now? But they're not looking at the long term. And the long term, it's going to drain your pockets over time. Not only that, it's going to drain your pockets because she's going to take up your time. And that's another thing I talk about in this article. Now, the reason why a $300 date costs so much is, well, you're probably in New York City where the drinks are $20. So you can probably run up easily $100 just in drinks. And then she's going to order one of those fucking steaks that are like $800 or some shit like that. You can, before you know, your bill's at $300. We definitely want to, I think a first date, a real first date, costs anywhere between $50 to $100. Bowling's a good idea. Even bowling's not cheap. You're going to spend, you might spend $100 at bowling because, after you factor in drinks and all of that. But, coming back, even on the first date, you can tell a lot about a woman, right? Does she order bigger than her stomach? That's something you got to pay attention to. A woman will order an appetizer, take 2 bites, and just leave it there. And just throw it away. On your tab. I just wanted to taste it. Then she'll order her food. She'll take 2 bites of her food and then throw it away. Then order fucking dessert. If a bitch order appetizer, entree, and dessert, she's probably a liability. Gotta let that bitch go. She's a fucking, what do they call it? Passenger princess. You gotta let her go. You gotta let her go. Because all she wants, she just wants to drain your pockets. She's a tourist bitch. Lindsay H said, wasting food is never a good look. Yeah, if a woman wastes her food, that right there, fuck the money. Just wasting your food tells you a lot about the woman. Oh, man. Oh, you know how many dates I've been on and I had to watch a bitch just fucking waste food? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, you just gonna throw that out, huh? You ordered that and you just gonna throw that out, huh? Right on my tab. Ooh. Gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Food dates as a first are a dub. I agree. I say you take her to, I say a good first date, and this is gonna be $100 or better, is escape room. Take that bitch to escape room. See how smart she is.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
See how she works under pressure. See how you guys work together. Right? Now that's a good first date. Escape room. That's what I would do. Let's go to the next video. I don't want to spend too much time on that one because the next one it's connected. There are some connections. Okay, here it is. Let's pull this up, right?
On a dinner date.
So here we got Tristan Tate. one of the Tate brothers.
Don't take a girl on a dinner date if you have something else that you'd rather be doing. I think that women who go out on dates with men, and this is why women should never pay for dates ever. Women are paying with their time and their attention and their beauty, and you know how good they make you look when you're sitting opposite them. And if she's dedicated herself at her time to get all dolled up and go out on a date, the idea of her going isn't to impress you. The idea is that she's giving you a chance to impress her, which is pretty good of her. Don't take a girl on a...
All right. He was doing all right till the end there.
Going isn't to impress you. The idea is that she's giving you a chance to impress her.
All right, so this is in my book, Unbreakable Rules of Masculinity, available right now on HotepJesus.com and Amazon.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
I want to just play that part again. Hold on.
Hold up and go out on a date. The idea of her going...
I want you to look at his body language when he says it throughout the whole thing. Watch this.
Don't take a girl on a dinner date if you have...
Notice that throughout his rhetoric, he always looks to the left. And then on the last one, he looks to the right.
Have something else that you'd rather be doing. I think that women who go out on dates with men, and this is why women should never pay for dates ever. Women are paying with their time and their attention and their beauty, and you know how good they make you look when you're sitting opposite them. And if she's dedicated herself at her time to get all dolled up and go out on a date, the idea of her going isn't to impress you. The idea is that she's giving you a chance to impress her.
All right, if you read my book, you know that's bullshit right there. That I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Fellas, if you're on a date with a girl, and she's not just using you for tourism, chances are you've already impressed her. She's actually there to impress you. That's really what's going on. Okay, that's really what's going on. During a first date, you're not the one being interviewed, she is. Women know right away. They know right away when they deal with a dude if she gonna give him some pudenda, if he's marriage material, if he's boyfriend material. She knows right away. Women know right away what they think of you. Men, we're a little stupid, right? We need to prod and probe a little bit. So understand that on a first date, women are trying to impress you. And he alludes to that as he said, she got all dolled up. Well, she got dolled up to impress you. To impress you. And I don't think that's the reason why men pay. Men pay because that's part of our gender rules. And I don't want to get too into that because we can do a whole dissertation on that. But that's just the gender rules. But the concept of you having to impress her, fellas, throw that out. Throw that out. If you go on a date with the mindset to impress a woman, you will fail majority of the time. You will absolutely fail. What you need to do is you need to be very relaxed and you need to just have a good time. Don't think about getting no pudenda. Don't think about getting no fellatio. Don't think about trying to make her laugh or anything like that. Just be yourself and have fun, okay? Don't think about getting a kiss at the end of the night. None of this stuff. Just be yourself. Just be. And be interview ready. Have your questions ready that you want to know based upon what you're selecting for a mate. And I just don't, no. Women are the ones trying to impress you. That's why they get all dolled up, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, and I don't think he believed that. That's why he looked the other way when he said that. I don't think he believed that. Anyway, let's go back. Last topic. Let me open our phone line, see what's going on here today. So, where is it? It says here, The government exposed withholding pallets of donations to the Maui fire victims.
I have no freaking clue. The government withholding every single one of our donations because we are not a part of FEMA and Red Cross. So none of this is eligible for giving out. Tell me why. I have no freaking clue.
I mean, there are some safety precautions, you know, could be explosives or something like that in these things, and you send it over there, and then, you know, so I can understand that. But there's been a lot of conspiracy theories as to, you know, what's going on in Maui. You know, did the aliens hit them with the, you know, the fire beam cannon or some shit like that? And then, you know, the lack of response from Biden. Like, here's this video.
Talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President.
So they ask him from afar about Maui response, et cetera, and he says no comment. I mean, I can't really expect the president, Joseph Rahim Biden, to have much to say on the Maui situation because we just know he's just not cognitively, he's just not there. So if nothing has been scripted and given to him, he can't speak. You know, they basically have a gag order on him. So they just say, President, just say no comment. So that's what I expect. But just to add to the conspiratorial fire, let's look at this. Here's a video here of some fires in Houston.
For an update on this, you can also follow the link that's posted above to learn more about where this is happening and what is happening. And you can also tune into Fox 26 at 9 o'clock on the dot. If you don't have your TV in front of you, then you could go to fox26houston.com/live or just fox26houston.com and find the live bug in the corner of the screen, and you can watch us live right from your phone. But tune in so we can tell you a little bit more about what's happening here. As you can see, the traffic is stopping. People are taking photos, parking on the side of the street. But what we have here is a situation that could get out of hand if it's not contained or controlled. So, like I said, tune in and I'll tell you more. Hey, you guys, tune in at 9 o'clock.
So, we know we had the wildfires in Canada and we were affected. And now we got the wildfires out there. Shout out to Cassius Cam, by the way, who does great firefighter work. So now we got them in Maui, and then there's speculation about the area. It's a very rich area, but it was an area where the natives said, you know, the government can't come into or some shit like that. I don't know. But there's a lot of speculation and conspiracy theories surrounding Maui and surrounding the response and the slow response. There's memes going out about the fact that we've sent all this aid to Ukraine, but yet Maui doesn't get the same quick response. Well, shout out to the people who have helped. I know there's people on the island I've seen organize and help people, et cetera, et cetera. So that's really dope. That was really dope. Good to see the people come together. You're in Houston? Weatheredham says, I'm in Houston. I heard about that. Yeah, I don't know if that fire is recent or not in Houston. Can somebody confirm? Maui had just taken a vote to go electric grid city, and it had gotten turned down, but now it looks like 100% go for the rebuild, according to my Hawaii friends. Shout out to Sister Otis for the info. Another 200 mil to Ukraine today. Fresh Mike said it's for the rich land developers. So I don't know what's going on. I don't think things are on the up and up, though. I do not think things are on the up and up. I think I'm more leaning towards alien laser beam cannons than anything, setting these fires off. But I don't know. I'm just a conspiracy guy. We're going to hear from my callers. Let me go ahead and open up the phone lines here. I hate that they fucking switch this shit around. And like, that's my default. Why wouldn't that not come up as default? Damn, y'all texting already? Oh my God, look at these phone calls. All right, let's get the phone call started. 202-596-5631. Text HOTEP and then your name. And we'll get you in here. I'll be right back after this commercial break.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How I'm supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in.
How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.
Strong Dad on the check-in.
Hey.
What up, bro?
Finally beat Goldstein.
He's on the list.
It was aliens.
You think so?
It was aliens. Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
I'm not taking no other justification. It was aliens, period. It was aliens. I mean, shit, man. Yo, they among us. They above us. They below us. Anyway, I just wanted to cover two things. The first thing is, like I was saying in the chat, man, if the black man and the white man can just get along, there'd be no stopping things. It's going to be up to us because the women's too emotional. They not finna come together. You know what I'm saying? Women hate women. So, dudes, we love our brothers. You know what I'm saying? We just get divided because of this race issue. Everything is diametrically opposed. Either you're this or you're that. We just got to come together, and then we'll fix it all. That's all I got to say about that.
If you unite, you ain't got to fight.
For real. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Also, Bryson, he did a really good experiment with the crime statistics. Because he pulled up the crime statistics of pedophilia, and he didn't even add any race element. He just said, how would y'all feel if I said there's a pattern here? Would you find it racist? And his followers went after him. They was in his comments trying to lynch him. So that just speaks more to this high level of division. People don't even want to look objectively at their own side or the other side. So I'm over that shit, man, for real. I'm just over it all.
The dreaded race grift.
The dreaded race grift, man, is heavy. It's heavy and hefty, and they coming at us.
I just want consistency, man. And I want consistency and honesty. Two things that people suck at. On one side it's just like, hey, just say, like, I want people to just put in their bio, I'm white and I'm for white people, and I don't like black people. If that's how you felt, right? Or white nationalists, just like come out and say it, And some of them do. The only problem I have with the people that do, sometimes it's not their real picture, it's not their real person. And I understand you want to be anonymous and all of that, but I can't really take you too serious until you dox yourself, at least somewhat,
That's right.
So that's kind of weird. But I just want consistency as well, where for years they've told the left that they were victims because they complain about all of their struggles. And then now it's, oh, we're victims. And it's just like, y'all just said that wasn't cool 2 years ago. And now all of a sudden being a victim is cool. And it's just like, there's not even consistency regardless of race. And that's the shit that bothers me.
The victim grift is second to the race grift. They both fight for the throne.
Yeah.
So, I feel like as long as the white Tariq Nasheed, Matt Walsh is running things, they're going to keep with the victim Griff. So that's just how it's going to end up being.
Yeah. Yeah. What do they call it? They say a voice for the voiceless.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a voice for the voiceless where we are, and that's why I said I'm wondering what's going on here, because what we're seeing is if these messages are being promoted, that means there's more people that feel this way than we may have anticipated or admitted, which is eye-opening.
I don't think they feel that way. I think they just, because they lack the ability to articulate, an opposing opinion, they just have to kind of go with it. They don't really understand what it is that they're agreeing with, or it's like really low brain. They just say something that appeals to that, to that primal center in them, and they don't, employ any logic around it. They just, if I go against this, then I'm going to be an enemy too, so I have to go along with it. I just feel like it's just a lot of groupthink.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's, do you think it's in the algorithm?
Yes, I absolutely think it's in the algorithm, man. I run into people, I'm in a pretty conservative area in Colorado now, and I don't run into anyone who thinks like this. I honestly believe that it's in the algorithm because, they're trying to push the racial divide. They need to make, enemies of everybody more now than ever because people are getting fed up. And so as people get more fed up, they start to come together over the things that they agree with, and they're seeing that. And I think that's why we're getting this kind of push because, like the Sound of Freedom thing, that's a perfect example. Everybody who was on that side, a lot of these people were politically not aligned, but they all agreed, this is wrong. And so I just really feel like they're trying to make sure that there is no coming together, this election season. There is no, eye-opening moment where we all realize that we're fighting against the governing power, not each other. That's all they're really trying to do. That's what I see.
Let's get to more pressing matters. How much does a first date cost?
That was the second one I was going to go to. First of all, what are we defining as first date?
You tell me.
All right. So I've been on a lot of dates in my time, and I've gotten me many different calibers of women, and never once have I ever thought a dinner date would be the first date. For me, there's a vetting process. I'm not going to share a meal with somebody I might not like, or at least enjoy their company to the smallest degree. So, we get some food outside and we go for a walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? We in Colorado, people love the mountains up here. So sometimes we'll go up to Red Rocks or something like that. You know what I mean? I need to have a conversation before a real first date. And then at that point, man, I'm not spending $300. I don't live in New York, so we're not spending $300 on the first date. We might spend $150 in total, and that's perfectly fine. That's I just don't see you. I feel like my vetting process prevents me from having to spend money on somebody I'm not going to try to be with, and I'm not with the tourism thing. Women love to go on dates to get dinner, and that's cool and all. But if you're that type of woman, I've already vetted you before then. I'm not asking you out. You know what I'm saying? I'll take your ass to Applebee's.
So where are you going? Where are you going with the bitch? Where are you going? Where did you meet and where are you going?
Well, it's not where we meet. First place we're going out in public. We're going to, some beautiful scenery or something like that. And we're just going to talk with each other. We're going to grab something to eat on the way there. And we're just going to sit and get to know each other. We're going to walk the park, We're going to walk the trail or whatever, wherever she feels comfortable. And we're going to get to know each other. Then if I like her and I want to take her out on a date, we're going to eat some sushi. You know what I'm saying? I love me some sushi. It's not that expensive. You can get a big old boat for $150. You can get a boat of sushi anywhere you go. So We're gonna have a sushi date, have some sake.
You reminded me of a story. I met this girl online. This is many moons ago. This is when we used to be on Black Planet. And
oh shit!
this is you might have heard other stories about this girl, but this is the preacher's daughter. Okay, so this is the preacher's daughter. She's going to a local university out there, and I think she was studying law or something like that. But I always went for those type of like high class chicks. But this was a little chocolate joint. You know what I'm saying? Natural hair, and so we connected online, and then we said we're gonna go on a first date. And I said, all right, let's link. She said, where you gonna meet? And I think she selected Fridays. You know, the restaurant Fridays.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. She told me the location. I was like, oh, I know that one. All right, bet. So I pull up, and I text her. I'm like, yo, I'm here. She's like, yo, I'm over here. She said, in her car. I'm like, all right, you want me to like, I'm thinking like, we're going to meet by the car and then walk in it together. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I walk over to her car and she like, get in. So now I'm in the passenger seat of her car. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Let me think about this. Yes, I'm in the passenger seat of her car. I had to project to the moment. I'm in the passenger seat of her car. Dog, she grilled me for an hour straight. For an hour straight. One of the best first dates I ever had. Because I was like, yo, you don't want to go inside get something to eat? She's like, nah, I'm cool off that. I'm like, oh, shit, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And she was very much relaxed. But she was like asking me like dad type questions. Like, why do you want to date me? What are your intentions with me? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And it was very interesting. And me and her had, a wonderful relationship. We never had like an official boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but we had a wonderful relationship cordially for many, many years. But I found that fascinating, how somebody could sit down and talk. But, I think some people will say, well, if you say that to a chick, she'll think you're cheap. Like, hey, let's go take a walk in the park. She's going to be like, bitch, you know what I mean? You got to spend money on me. You know what I'm saying? And
she can kick rocks.
Correct. I think that, some people look at it and say no chick. And I'm like, actually, it's more like a filter to say, all right, this is somebody I definitely do not want to date if they're not comfortable meeting under these circumstances. Because this is me. This is what, I'm into. So I need somebody that's understands as well. So I think that's one piece of the puzzle, filtering bitches out.
It is. You have to have my vetting process has to consist of you being able to sit down and conversate. And, I need to know that you're just not here for the date. You're here to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need fake people in my life. And I feel like a lot of these people who set these highest standards for first dates and all this, these are the same people who spend their life talking about relationships online because they don't have one. And that's, what I'm saying? Like, that's how I see it, at least.
Yeah.
You got to enjoy my life. I dated this chick. I was like, listen, I love hiking. I'm mountain all the time. This is my season. Do you want to meet on the mountain? She said, yeah. She literally climbed up this, this half mountain with me. And, months down the line, we were still dating. And she was like, I didn't even really want to climb that mountain, but I wanted to get to know you and I like you. So I did it anyway. And that to me spoke to her, her character. I need more than that superficial, you know what I'm saying? Like, buy me dinner, maybe I'll hit you back type thing. I'm well past that. I can't have that.
Yeah, I agree. So filtering out what we do not want to only leave what we do want is a great lesson to learn from this situation. So what are you left with? Well, okay, that's right. That's what you're left with. So Rolo talks about this, right? What does he say? He says some shit about, genuine desire or something like that, right? Basically, if a female really wants your ass, okay? And when a female really wants your ass, she doesn't care where the fuck you meet.
That's what I'm saying.
She don't care about the amount of money you spend, what you got on. She be like, just show up. I need you. You know what I'm saying? So you know, my thing is with fellas is like, I understand dating and going to spend. Now I'm trying to think if any of the women I actually cared about or actually had an extensive relationship was a chick that I had to take out. Cause I gotta think about. Cause I could you know see all the bitches I done spent money on. Cause I that just wasn't me. I never was the type to just, you know, be spending money on chicks. I was like, ugh, we can meet at the crib. You know, there go my homeboy address. You know what I'm saying?
I barely spend anything. I've gone to the arcade. They got like a bar arcade for adults or whatever. Yeah. I've gone to arcades. We go play pool. I've gone to the skate rink. You know what I'm saying? The mountain, laser tag. I'm trying to be with a woman that can have fun. If she can't have fun, like I'm not into the bougie chicks, and they be the kind that don't. You know, like when you said escape room, I'm maybe not that because you know she might have some type of anxiety, and I might trigger some shit. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely like, let's go do something fun. You know what I'm saying? To me, sitting down and eating dinner ain't even fun. Like I would rather cook myself or be cooked for than do that. Unless we going to eat sushi. I love me some sushi. So that's the only real exception. But like going to a steakhouse, the tap room or something like that, or a bar, like that's to me, that's where most of the superficial relationships kick off at least, you know, from my experience. So, you know, we got to do something active. We got to do something that's gonna make us laugh. You know what I'm saying? And can I enjoy your company? If I can enjoy your company, then maybe we'll do that next date where we go to somewhere fancy. Because now I want some more intimate, you know, time with you, something romantic.
You reminded me of this other chick. It was this Latina chick, and we was just hanging out. You know what I mean? We was just bored and shit. And I got there, and you know, I went to go buy her a drink, right? And she like pushed my hand away, my card away. And she said something to the effect of walk away and come back in like an hour or something like that. So I did that. You know, I left and you know, because we used to throw parties back in those days. We used to like promote parties. So like, you know, I was around homies, right? So, you know, I'm hanging out, blah, blah, blah. I come back in like an hour or whatever it was. I look and it's some dude there. And she just kicking it with him. So I'm like, all right, you know, she do her. That's what's up. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not even thinking nothing of it. So party over, we leaving, da-da-da-da. She tell dude, da-da-da-da. She left, put her arm right on me. She was like, I ain't want you spending money on drinks when some other nigga could have did it. In my head, I'm like, oh, shit, she looking out. Like, she genuinely looking out like, yo, let me game this nigga. I'm going home with you, but let me game these niggas. Don't worry. Like that to me I was like, oh wow, that's love, right? That's love. These are the type of things you got to think about when you're dealing with women is, you know, are they treating you friendly? Are they friendly with you?
Exactly.
Just ain't friendly, man.
Exactly.
Let me get Goldstein in here though, y'all.
I'm with it. Goldstein is biting his teeth right now. All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Yeah, that's real love. Weatherman, that's some real love. Listen. I got stories for days, man. You know. I'm late. What fit am I supposed to comment on? The one Hotep wearing around? Yeah, the one I'm wearing now. Yeah, vote on that fit. Where's the phone call? Fucking window. All right, Goldstein next. There's a lot of callers. This is crazy. Let's go Goldstein and then K, because we always miss K. And then Rudy and then wholesome white woman. That's the order right there. She's a cold piece, ain't she, Famo? What's going on over in Rumble? I'm checking all my Rumblers out. These married with children ass dudes talking about war stories when they both married with children now. Had another first date. We went to the Museum of Sex dinner and ended up at her condo. Papa Hotep a savage. Hookah Lounge is a decent first date as well. Yeah, I agree. Y'all remember? I remember one time. This was my Puerto Rican Brooklyn chick. She was wild, and make a long story short, we go out. You know, she was like, yeah, let's take me out. All right, fine, motherfucker. Let's take you out. We get to the restaurant, and she don't order nothing. She don't order nothing. Like, I think she might have got like a water or maybe a drink. She didn't hardly order nothing. Got all dressed up, dolled up, whatever. Don't order nothing. So I ordered like an appetizer for myself because I had a little bit of munchies and shit. I probably smoked weed on the way to get her or something. So I had my appetizer, and she was like, all right, I'm ready now. And we left, and we went, pulled up at her crib. She was like, park. Because this is Brooklyn, so you got to find a parking spot. She was like, park. I'm like, all right. So I park. Then she like motions to hop out. She was like, all right, come on. I'm like, oh, shit. We going upstairs to your apartment? And you know what I mean? Like, what is that? Right? That right there is, women test you in weird ways. And that right there was just to see if I would spend. Just to see, oh, will you take me out? It was even it could be, I don't want to look like a complete hoe, so let me at least say he took me out, right? Or it could have been, I want to get dressed up. I want to go hang out with him, blah, 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 blah. It could have been a various factors, but it definitely was, it felt like a test. That's what it felt like. And I could be completely wrong. But what is that? Kay, go ahead. Call in, Kay. I don't know where Goldstein at. I have been out with my wife and friends. A dude has bought my wife drinks. I pull up on here, give her a kiss, and go back to what I was doing. I know my wife and I are going to let a simp buy her a drink. Yeah, I got a different relationship because I would never let my wife do no shit like that. I got to be honest with you. I'll be honest. I would never, ever let my wife do that. I really wouldn't. But what? That's just me, right? Like, you guys might have a completely different relationship. You might be on some fucking, Goldstein, what up, man?
What's happening?
What up, bro?
I figured I'd back clean up today.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. Have you heard of this new pandemic going on?
What's it called?
It's called EBS.
EBS
stands for Elon Buck syndrome. That's what it is.
Elon Buck syndrome.
Yep. That's what got all these motherfuckers tweeting out of their ass all of a goddamn sudden, like that white supremacist broad you was pointing out earlier today.
Yeah.
She was unknown and unheard of in those areas until recently when she caught a healthy dose of that bullshit. And now it's on and cracking. But she ain't the only one. I mean, there's a whole list of motherfuckers who's on one about this shit right now.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this, and I like your take. I like your take because motherfuckers all of a sudden want to root for the fucking bad guy, want to root for the corporation, want to do all that old dumbass shit, but they automatically just assume that this shit's going to fly. No, I don't think so. Because look, my whole approach to these dummies is this. You talk about how your stores are being invaded by niggas. You talk about how your borders are being invaded by fucking illegals. You talk about how your schools are being invaded by gays and pedophiles. You talk about lizard people. You talk about all these goddamn things just fucking up your entire world, right? Why don't you do something about it then? Now, once you cross that barrier in their mind, now it has to be looked at in a very practical way because nobody, and I mean nobody, likes pain. Nobody likes pain. Everybody tries to stay the fuck away from pain. That's why they spend their goddamn time crying about shit on the internet instead of actually being proactive about shit. And it's the same bit of advice that I offer to black folks when they get to crying about the police whooping on motherfuckers and crying about oppression. Do something about it, right? Now, once you broach that line in their mind, then the list has to be prioritized. And right now on a lot of people's list is white folks, and right now on a lot of white folks' list is black folks. But when you got a whole ass other group of shit that you got to get to before you get to them, and it just so happens that the opposition has that same list, because niggas don't like pedophiles, niggas ain't really rocking with this gay shit in the schools, niggas don't like lizard people. Shout out to World Lizard Day, because today is World Lizard Day. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers don't like all the same shit. Then you have to be like, well, let's get together long enough to eliminate this list down to just us, and then we can hash it out at that point. So every time I hear one of these motherfuckers talking about, oh, look, the blacks are in Nordstrom again. Well, why don't you fucking line up outside of Nordstrom's all across the nation and every other fucking store you feel like is being violated? Why don't you line up out there like them black Israelites lined up outside of that fucking arena in Brooklyn? Why don't you do that? Go out there, get your little guns, get your little signs, line up, take shifts. This is what we doing. Why don't you do that? Quit crying about this shit. I'm tired of motherfuckers crying. Right? I'm just tired of it. All these motherfuckers be on nowadays. Oh, my country. Now look, The White Boy in the Woods. That song is fire. I give that shit 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever scale you want to put it on. But I would like to hear a remix of that shit, right? I would like to hear a remix of that shit. I would like that shit to sound something like this. I've been working all week for bullshit pay, but I'm here to tell you that shit stops today. I'ma take what I want. Ain't shit you can say, and don't try and stop me, or your ass will lay in a ditch. That's what I want to hear.
Nah, I need that song right now. I need that song right now.
Quit playing. Quit playing.
Nah, that'd be too fire.
All right. That's all I really got today.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill.
Damn. That's the shit I need to hear. Where the remix at? Where the remix at? He said, I've been working a long time for a little bit of pay, but that shit stops today. I'ma take what I want. Yo. Nah, I need that song. I need that. I need that. I need that ASAP. All right, let's get to the next caller. Rudy, go ahead, yo. Rudy and Kay calling. Only the Future said, get him a banjo. For real. Paris Finesse said, Dr. Clark said, marching ain't never did anything but mess up your good shoes.
Call from. Okay.
Kay, what up, love?
What's up? What's up, Hotep Nation? How's everybody doing? So first of all, I got a grift. With all this race stuff and everything that's going on and them trying to manipulate your minds, the best thing to do is take that master focus. So don't forget to click that link in the description. When you get to the checkout, you will see the discount added. Go ahead and stock up on the master focus, everybody.
Appreciate you.
With everything that's going on with the race grifting and all that stuff, I'm not surprised. I mean, look how it started, you know, with the Thomas Jefferson's, what was it, his letters to Virginia and all that stuff. You keep on pushing a lie for so long, people start believing. And the black people that are here, they have no history. So, of course, like I said before, you keep pushing something to believe, for people to believe that, you know, they were just slaves, nothing better and all that stuff. That mindset and that mentality is going to go from generation to generation, and it's going to cause what they call a generational shame or a generational curse. And the more that people are, you know, aware of what's going on, aware of the things that are happening, aware of, you know, their surroundings and all that stuff, the more people start to become alert to, well, hey, you know, this is what I was taught, but this isn't right. And it's not just, I mean, like I've said before with Freeway Ricky Ross, how he said that he got paid by the government to put the drugs in the inner cities, or how, you know, the Bloods and the Crips used to be like, you know, kind of community leaders. They used to look out for their communities, and all of a sudden they became gangs now. And so a lot of people are not aware of that. So if you don't have a history, of course, if somebody puts something out and says that you're this, this, or this, sooner or later, people are going to start to believe it, and sooner or later, people are going to start to become it. And this is what I think, you know, Goldstein talked about this. I know a couple of other people have talked about this before, where, and Rudy has talked about, you know, the right side with the wrong, you know, they have the mic and all that stuff. And, yeah, and the thing is they talk about this situation constantly, but they never offer a solution. And yet and still at the same time, both are asking for your vote while demeaning you. And it's just like, and people are still falling for the okie doke. And it's like, when is there going to be a time in history where people were like, you know what? I'm not voting for this side, and I'm damn sure not voting for this side anymore, because both sides are the same side of one fucking coin. That is something that I'd love to see. But it's like, we're not going to get to that place until people are ready to get to that place. And I think that some people are so comfortable in their own mess, they're afraid of stepping out of that box and getting some act right.
Yeah.
And sometimes people are not taught that either. I mean, like, when I was doing youth development at the YMCA back in the day when I was going to school, it wasn't just, it was all the kids. And it was because I was working in the inner city. And I was working with kids of all races. It didn't matter. Some of them, it broke my heart, because there was this one white girl, and she wanted to stay. She was like, I want to stay with you till closing and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, that's fine. If you want to help me clean up and all that stuff, and then I'll get everything ready for the next day. I was waiting for her parents to come. Her parents didn't want to come pick her up. She didn't want to leave. And it was like, so I had to call her parents. I'm like, the building is closing. Well, is there any place else she could go? I'm like, she's underage. It's 9 o'clock. The building is closing. She needs to go home. I'm like, if I bring her to the house, is she able to come in? They're like, yeah, that's fine. And it hurt me. Just a lot of these, what a lot of these kids were going through, and you never know what takes a hold of them and stays with them to adulthood. So if you see mass media saying something constantly about a certain race and people are forcing you to believe that's true, some people with strong minds will be like, no, that's not right. I see what you guys are trying to do. Others will be like, yeah, well, I guess they're right. There's nothing else to do unless they are taught differently. And that's going to be the key, whether the person wants to learn or not. And just because they're on, the black race, just because they're on, they're coming for everybody else because they have been doing it. And that racial divide causes them to dominate more. I mean, people are worried about videos of people fighting out of context from several years ago. And it's like, nobody knows what's going on, but people assume, oh yeah, that race is this way. Don't come around them. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. Clench your bags, do whatever, and all that stuff. And it's like, damn, these motherfuckers are really good at mass hysteria.
I saw one cat earlier. They posted one of them black on Asian videos. Then I go look in the comments. Because, the dudes were slapping him up. And the first thing I thought of was like, all right, well, what did the dude do that black people snatched him up and was, smacking him up? And then you read the story, and the story is he fucking sexually assaulted a little girl. But they're passing the video around like it's black on, this is the right wing doing it. They're passing the video around as if it's black on Asian hate. And I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, how people are just, ride the grift and not give a fuck. It's, to me, it's just so perplexing.
Yeah, that's why I stopped following a lot of people on Instagram, because I'm like, okay, you guys are supposed to be, kind of the youth leaders of this party or whatever, whether it be left, right, independent or whatever. And here you guys are all following the narrative. There's got to be cash involved for a destruction this strong. And it's like, I'm sorry, but civil rights era wasn't that long ago. And it seems like we're going back to slavery. But the thing is, they're taking race by race by race. The slavery can be through music. The slavery can be through politics. The slavery can be through something else. But it seems like they're trying to lock us all up, but they're going each way by dividing people and putting that hate out there. And a lot of people don't talk about it too, is that, and I was talking about this on Saturday, that energy. So if you have a lot of hate energy in the atmosphere too, of course it's going to start to get on people. If you have that same frequency in videos, in music, in movies, in television, mainstream media, of course, if a person's not able to decipher that, of course that's going to get on that person. And it's just, I see it so strong lately to the point where it's just like, if a person's ready to be educated, I'll talk to them. But I'm not going to just talk to somebody that's not ready to be educated, because for one, they're not ready to listen. They're not ready to fully understand. They might be in when it comes to talking to them in an argumentative state. Like over the weekend, I was at the dollar store picking up some stuff, and there was this one black girl, and she was just, I don't know what was up with her, but I was just like, she was just telling me about her job and how it's frustrating. And I was like, Oh, yeah, I remember retail sales, you know, they could be frustrating. She's like, no, this isn't retail sales. This is customer service and cashiering. And I didn't want to argue with her. And I was like, I don't know what's going on with you today, but I'm going to pray for you. And whatever you're dealing with, I hope that it gets better. And know that there is somebody out there that knows that whatever you're going through, you will get through it. That stopped her in her tracks automatically. She was like, nobody's ever said that to me. She's like, thank you so much. She's like, I appreciate that. I was like, well, people need to say it to you more. And ever since, even when I come in that store, she's there and she is greeting me with a smile, and she's always saying hello, seeing how I'm doing, and I'm asking her the same thing. But it took that one moment for me to say, am I going to go down to her level and am I going to argue with her, or am I going to find the root cause and be a supportive person to her? And I mean, if more people did that, if more people were able to do that, I feel like, you know, yes, it's not going to outright resolve the issue, but it would help a little bit.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Appreciate the call, Kay.
Yeah, Hotep and build.
Hotep and build. Shout out to Kay on the check-in. She's always giving us, always provides a little bit of that, you know, feminine energy every show needs. You know what I'm saying? Rudy, go ahead. I saw Rudy try to go. Rudy, you go, and then we'll go wholesome white woman after that. Paris said, that's what I said. How much are they getting paid is a hell of a job. Yeah, yo. You know, the sad part for me isn't so much the people that are getting paid. Because that makes sense. You are getting paid to say this. The people who aren't getting paid, the people who just see others do this and get paid, so they're like, yo, I got to be a part of this grift. These are the people that I'm like, damn, like, just because you saw the next person get paid. Now, well, I guess that does make sense because you're trying to, like, be in line to get paid, right? I guess that makes sense. Rudy, what up, man?
What up, brother? What's going on, HJ?
What's good, yo? How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I'm in a lot of pain, bro. I got smacked by a car this weekend. I was running tow trucks overnight. And I was on the side of the interstate strapping a car in, and the drunk driver hit the back of it. Car smacked into me, bounced me off the Jersey wall, bro. I'm fucked up, man.
No way.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Where you at?
I'm at the crib now, man. But it is
you went
what
to the
it is,
hospital,
dude.
you called the insurance company and all of that? You about to get paid. What the fuck is going on?
I'm about to get paid, man. I'm about to get paid. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. We'll see, man.
I seen, yo, trust me, you could definitely get, you need to be compensated. I done seen motherfuckers. Yeah. I know a couple of my friends driving around in Benzes right now off of a car accident and shit like that. Insurance company, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I contacted the lawyer this morning, dude.
Okay.
So
how are you feeling? Are you feeling okay? What's your body like?
Nah, I'm fucked up, bro. I'm fucked.
What kind of injuries do you have?
I got lacerations all over my legs, 2 broken legs, man.
You got 2 broken legs?
Yeah, man. 2 stress fractures in my tibias, man. And then a big, huge gash in the back of my leg, shoulder sore, lump on the side of my head. It's all good, bro. Look, man, I'm here for the grift, man.
And you home already? They discharged you already?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I got to go for a follow-up tomorrow, man. It is what it is,
Can
bro.
You walk?
It is what it is. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's real hard.
Does it hurt?
Oh, yeah, it hurts bad, bro. It hurts bad, man. It hurts bad, brother.
They gave you some meds?
No, I don't take that shit, man. I don't take I don't take nothing that them people make, man. Nothing. I got my own meds, dude. I'm all right. I'll self-medicate, my dude. I'll self-medicate it, bro. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, check this out, man. Twitter is amazing, dude. It's the best divide and conquer tool they got, dog. The best divide and conquer tool they got, bro.
Man.
That's all. Ain't nothing I can say what Katie ain't already said, man. So I can't really add to that, but That shit is goddamn, man, it's so divisive, man. And you and Strong Dad, man, I don't want to hear y'all up there for 20 minutes no more talking about relationships, y'all married with children ass dudes, man. I don't want to hear about your war stories, man. Oh, shit, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Hey, man, Hotep Bill, man, it's good to hear your voice, man. Everybody count your blessings, man, because I ducked it this weekend, but it can come in the blink of an eye, man. So count your blessings, man. Know that all y'all are above the fray. And if you're on this channel watching this show every day, you're at a higher plane of mentality, man. And I love all y'all, man. Hotep and Bill, brother. Hotep and Bill, man.
Hey, Hotep and Bill, bro. Yo, prayers up in the chat for motherfucking Rudy, man. Throw the prayer hands up in the chat for motherfucking Rudy, man. Matrix tried to take him out, man. They ain't know he was a thug, and then you can't, you know what I mean? Thugs don't die, they multiply. You feel me? That's some bullshit. They didn't try to kill Rudy, man. They didn't try to get Rudy, y'all. I need to put the Alex Jones. Hold on, I need to put the Alex Jones behind this because this is a severe take right
Call
here.
from
Wholesome White One.
Wholesome White One. What's up, baby?
Oh, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's happening?
I just got done saying a little prayer for Rudy because I heard his story and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It wild. I had a drunk driver hit one of my regulars when I lived in Washington. He was on his motorcycle and they like literally left him on the side of the road to die. And he came out of Harbor View with like he broke both of his legs, broke 3 parts of his arm, was in a coma for 6 weeks. Like, people are fucked up. They don't give a shit.
No, they don't.
The world is unrighteous as fuck. As I spew profanities. Apologies if you have babies listening. That was not bad. That's not a good look. Saturday, I failed to shout out MoFax, so I'm not going to drop the ball on
Shout
that
out
today.
MoFax.
Shout out MoFax. That man is to be protected at all costs. And then
Absolutely.
Also, to further Grift, I saw a Reef in the chat from the Haram Life. And if you ever just want to, like, know what Jersey people are like, just one episode. It's hilarious. It's like sitting on the deck in Wildwood with my crappy brother-in-law that I don't really talk to. So it's kind of nice because, like, some of the stuff is funny, but then most of it you're like, haram.
I was on that show.
Yeah, that's how I found it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah,
you're welcome.
I was on that show. They had me dying.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, that one was pretty funny, and then I was like, that was a one-off. It had to be. And then I watched another one, and I was like, definitely a two-off. But now I'm hooked. So.
Shout out to Haram Life Podcast. That's what's up. How much does the first date cost, Hoes and White Woman?
So the way my husband did it is we had a motorcycle benefit run, not associated to the other guy who was left on the side of the road for dead, but an annual run. And I had asked if I could ride with him, and he said, sure. And so we spent like 14 hours together, and like I never left him after that. So whatever that day cost him, it was the price.
So you guys were by chance stuck together?
By choice stuck together.
By choice. That's romantic.
Because I could have, like, I worked at the bar, so I had like not pick of the litter, but I could have picked anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw him, and I was like, if he says yes, he is on like Donkey Kong.
Say yes to what?
If he says yes to like let me ride with him.
Oh, because he had the bike.
Motorcycle, yeah. Motorcycle people, they're different. Like the back seat is a Like that's like if you have a wife, like you don't know that, you know, like everybody has a backseat on their motorcycle. The only way to find out if somebody's married is, or like how they feel about letting people ride with them is to ask.
Oh,
and so if you get on the back,
he took you for a ride, and then y'all fell in love ever since.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's some romantic white people shit right there.
It is. It really is.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like
Like-
Tom Cruise and shit. And
Right.
what was
And,
that? Top Gun?
I don't know. I never watched that movie. This actually was outside of JBLM, so that makes it even funnier. That's where Top Gun is based out of. Joint Base Lewis McChord for the uninitiated.
What was this? It was I think it was Top Gun with the girl on the back. There you go. Told you. There you go.
Oh, yep, that's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
That was y'all right there.
No, don't ruin it for me, Hotep.
Nah, this is
It's cute, though, I guess.
this is the old one. This isn't the new one. It's the old one.
That doesn't make it any better, sir.
You never seen the movie?
Okay, so no, I have not, for a few reasons. Number one, I was born, my dad was stationed at that base.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't tell you what I do or I have to kill you.
Oh, boy,
Was
here
like,
we go.
that's just like a dumb pickup line that was just spewed about. And so my mother's hatred for the culture that came from Top Gun is why I never saw it.
Oh, I got you.
And
That makes
now,
sense.
as an adult, I'm like, it's old. I know Maverick and Goose. And
Yeah.
that's all I got to know.
Well, the
to
second one was
chuckle at
better. The second one is better than the first one. I watched the second one, and the second one was so good, I had to go back and watch the first one. So I watched the
And
first one
rewatch
again.
the first one.
And I was like, yeah, the second one is just blowing it away. Soundtrack is fire
I guess
too.
I'll
really.
have to. I guess I'll have to run it by the soundtrack is amazing.
Vader said that's a true.
I can't.
Vader said
I
that's a
can't shit
true.
on the soundtrack to
That's a true white love story.
Oh, of course, the chat did. That's okay. It's all right.
That's beautiful. We are praying for
we
you.
do this. We support
We
the
support you.
supremacy.
The wait, what?
Supremacy.
You talking about white
The-
supremacy?
No, not supremacy. Not the white. Not the nationalist kind, but like lead by example. Supremacy. Got me checking myself.
Nice save. I like that. Nice save.
That was it.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
It's my Texas coming out. Just kidding. Oh, straight to hell today. This is why I joked in the chat and said I'm going to take my name off the list. I'm too zapped to do this today.
Oh, Lord. I can't wait to see you at Hotep Con next year.
Oh, boy. Is it the same time of year every year?
You know, we might do a tour next year, so bring hubby, come hang out. It's going to be a good time.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll put it on the schedule for 2024.
Let's do it.
Since I can't run for office for another 3 years.
You don't want to do that anyway
Y'all
unless
better.
it's local. If it's local, we're going to support you. Host some white women for office.
2030.
There we go.
Coming for it.
Hey, I appreciate you, baby.
All right. Hotep and Bill, y'all have a good afternoon.
Hotep and Bill. Hold some white woman on the check-in. Says she's white excellence. You heard that shit. You heard that. We all heard it. We all heard it. Heard it. What the fuck is this? Hotep supremacist. There we go. I like that.
Hotep.
I like that. Hotep supremacy. Absolutely. Okay, wait. We got to do the like game. Hold on. We got to do the like game. What's the likes at over on YouTube? Let's see. $134. All right, YouTube, we got to pass 150. YouTube, we need 16 more likes to hit 150. Let's go over to Rumble. I know Rumble ain't got no likes. Hold on, I'm going to do a refresh and see. We got 64 likes on Rumble. Rumble, we got to break 100. That'll get us on front page. Let's break 100 likes. Can we break 100 likes over on Rumble? Rumble, Can you hear me? Rumble, please hit the like button. If you're on Rumble, open your device up on whatever it is, hit the like button. Please and thank you. Here we go. What up, man?
Nah, I'm actually just on a quick break, but I haven't been able to watch today because I'm on like video monitor all day on video conferences.
Okay.
But what I did catch though, man, with the Nordstrom, telling you, look into that one, Brooke Hart.
Did you send me the
And
link?
in November, yeah, I did. November of 33, he was 22. Now, it's a white dude who was kidnapped and killed by two white dudes, and then but again, this isn't Great Depression, right? So what they did is use the the owner of the department store that everyone wanted to shop at, so they got the sympathy that way, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll see that one. That's a crazy story because like the governor's like, oh, I'm not sending in the National Guard, but I'll pardon anyone who goes in there and hangs the guys.
Hold on, me
So
hold on.
Yeah, it's crazy as to be, man.
Let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
I'll give you DMs.
Murder of Brooke Hart and the lynching of Tom Harold Thurman.
Yeah.
All right, say less. We're gonna take a look at it.
It's crazy as can be, man.
All right, say less.
But these guys were like the Nordstrom of San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever. So basically what they did is they used that family and the empathy for the family that you had because you shop at their store all the time or you strive to shop at their store. And in the Great Depression, so then you had everyone all like sucking on the nuts of the oligarchs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, and a lot of that too is because the summer of 2024 is going to be not necessarily just the race grift, but they're also going to push the religion grift.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but if you look into that, that's definitely something to like look up, and do a quick presentation or whatever, because it's crazy as can be. They won't even tell you that the dudes that did it are white because you have to actually search out the pictures of them hanging. Then you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's two white dudes, which I kind of realized right away because they weren't given a race for them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like two black dudes, it'd be right in the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially for an event like this, because it was a lynching and they had no race on the victim or the accused.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, appreciate the info. We're gonna look into this, man.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, man. It's wild as can be.
All right, say less.
Okay. Work anyway.
I just need Jonah to breathe, yo. I just need him to breathe in between words or something, yo. I just need Jonah to breathe, yo. That's all I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? We want to understand you. That motherfucker just be like running his words on like a motherfucker. You don't even know what the beginning and the end is. The fuck? Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Handle these fucking windows. It's the like button short bus over here on Rumble. It's probably a UX issue. Whatever device people are watching Rumble on, it's probably too hard to access the like button, which is a UX issue. Let's see if YouTube has broken their goal. Did we hit our goal? Bus over here on Rumble. We hit our goal on YouTube. YouTube, we have broken 150. Yeah, it's like some sort of it's got to be a UX issue. There's got to be some flaw with the like button.
Call from
Kevin.
Kev, what up, man?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm good, yo. What's going on, man?
I'm good. Man, you sound like you're having trouble sorting this out, and I'm telling you, there's nothing new under the sun. They're trying to set this off. They want color wars before they lock up our president. Definitely before the election.
Yeah, I'm more thinking about the response. What's the appropriate response? Like, we know where we're going and we know what's going to happen, but what's the appropriate response, and how do you position yourself in a way where you don't look crazy. Because it's moving into a space here where, like, we've watched common sense completely deteriorate amongst the left, and now we're seeing it deteriorate completely amongst the right, to where now common sense is going to be completely ostracized, and anybody using common sense is going to be vilified and, outcasted.
I say the correct response is just to spread the love, show they're not going to project it out. I mean, you can have a black and white guy getting along great and helping out their neighbors and stuff, and it's not going to get any publicity because they're going to be pushing the race grift.
Yeah.
How do you get the love out? How do you show people that this is what's really happening?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. We gotta see. We're gonna see.
But as far as the first date, I ain't spending no money. I'll have her come over and I'll cook for her.
You say you're gonna have her come over and cook for you?
No, I said I'll have her come over and I'll cook for her.
Oh, you gonna bring her to your house?
Yeah, that way the bedroom's close. If things move that way, you have a nice evening, talk. Make sure there's no TV on.
I mean, theoretically, that sounds nice. Theoretically, but it's sometimes that's a bad move. It could be a good move. If you've vetted the woman very well, it could be a good move. But if you have not, you really don't want crazy knowing where you live.
That is a good point, but
yeah, no.
I honestly, with my history, the crazier the woman, the better they are in bed. So I've been with some absolute psychos that I wasn't even sure if she was going to kill me or have sex with me.
Mm.
But it was always interesting.
I say, I remember when Michael Malice offered to sell that thing for $1 ETH. I knew I should have, but I didn't. I'm going to take good care of, like getting over the Ferrari at 80% discount. You haven't. It was interesting. Hey man, thanks for the call, Kev. Appreciate you, bro. Hotep and Bill. Oh, Jared, go ahead, man. Fresh Mike, go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Let's talk to y'all. So I put this tweet out. Twitter has the highest influence of federal operations of all the social media platforms. This whole app platform was a fed up. And, you got to throw the Alex Jones meme in there. You got to throw the meme in there just for safety purposes. Just so people know. Don't take this too serious, right? Like, this is a conspiracy theory. I don't know this for a fact.
Mike Hall.
Mike, what up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Hotep Jake?
I'm good. How you doing, bro?
Man, it's good to talk to you. Just want to give you a shout out, man. I have a few opinions, man. I'll keep the words tight because I know time is short, time is money. But a couple things. One, I lived in Maui for about 4 years. I still have very close friends and family there. And if you look at where the fires are taking place, they're in all the tourist or higher money areas. And it's one side of the island. You got Ka'anapali Shores and Miley Harbor over there, and then Lahaina, and it's where all the rich people go. And then on the other side, you have Wailuku and, that area, and that's where the locals live kind of thing. So Paia, I love that town, a little beach town. But then Kula is actually up on the mountain, and I lived there. And if you look, oddly, Kula, which is nowhere near Lahaina, they had big fires as well, which is something no one's really talking about, other than this is the highest priced real estate by far on the island. Kula is where Oprah has her 900 acres. I actually lived there when she bought it. What we're hearing is that it's a plan to create a 15-minute city right there along the, Lahaina shores where the lower income people can go, and then farther up the beach where, Ma'alia and that area is where the richer folks can go. And basically it's an easier way to get to the locals off of that side of the island. So, and then the governor, if you look up the governor of Hawaii, that's shady as hell, man. There's a guy named Brian Schatz, and he is full of shats, you know. So, but he's not a great guy there. He just spoke at the UN.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say he just spoke at the UN. He's a big climate change guy, and you know, he has stated over and over again how Hawaii is going to be the leading state in climate change stuff. So it gets shady, you know, the deeper you dig into it, as all this kind of stuff does, man. But
so that's the sentiment you expressed in the beginning, your first point. That's something that people on the island believe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm speaking to people who live there right now, and imagine like if you know, there were wildfires in, say, Manhattan, right? And then there's a really nice neighborhood in New Jersey that's maybe 10 miles away and on the other side of a hill, and yet that's burning too. And those are the only places that are burning. And it's by far the highest, you know, real estate value in, you know, a 20-mile radius, and yet those are the only two places that are burning. It's weird, right? So yeah. So yeah, that's kind of shady. As far as the first date stuff goes, man, I could tell you, I'm not too long out of the game, man. I just got married 90 days ago and been with my girl for about 2 years, but you know, so, and I'm you know, in my 40s, so I was single for a long time and enjoyed it. You know, but for a first date, man, my secret, my key, especially if I had not met her yet, you know, met her online or whatever, is go to a cool little arts district, right? Go to in Dallas, it's called the Bellum, you know, that kind of thing. You know, go to a place where there's, you know, half a dozen bars and some cool little, you know, restaurants that, you know, are local and specific, and you know, outdoor dining style, that kind of thing. And you meet her for a drink, you know, or a coffee, and you hang out and you let her know, hey, no pressure, you know, wear your jeans and comfortable shoes. We might go to 3 or 4 places, you know, but no pressure. So you meet her and you have a drink, and then that way, if she's not vibing on you or you're not vibing on her, you can be out. But if you dig her, then you can find something fun, right? You're like, you know, you dig me, I dig you. Okay, so, well, there's a cool Indian restaurant. You know, there's a cool fusion Italian place. You know, let's go check that out. And then you get to have that little adventure fun for the first time. So that's my recommendation. So you get to either go in and have a little adventure and go to 3 or 4 new places on your first date. And then if you do stick together, it's a great story of, oh, we went to 3, 4 places on our first date. So, yeah, man. Me and my wife ended up, me and my wife ended up at a place called Rad Bar that had like the 80s video games, you know, your Pac-Man and Centipede and stuff. And, you know, they played retro music, and we ended up hanging out there all night. So, and that, you know, that was the groovy part.
That sounds like it sounds like a nice vibe, right? That's more like a vibe, right? It's like, it's not even a date. It's more like a vibe.
Yeah, man, but if you can't vibe with her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like, let's take all the pressure out of it. Let's just try to have fun. If we're going to hang, let's enjoy this. If I can't enjoy hanging with you, you know, let's not even go, you know what I mean? Let's just call it. So,
exactly.
Absolutely. Exactly. And then, man, I was going to say, the last thing I want to say is, you know, you seem to have, you know, kind of be perplexed and a genuine question on our reaction and how common sense is going out the door on both ends. And I completely agree. I think a lot of this stuff on the conservative side, and you know, as I've shared with you, I get paid a little bit to do some staff writer stuff for some conservative outlets, man, and it's gross right now. And it's almost, what it reminds me of is the COVID purity test, but it's the gay race purity test, right? Like, if you were a COVID purist, you wore your mask, you had, you know, 4 shots, and, you know, you hated your neighbor for trying to breathe outside, and that's how they knew you were part of the team. And here it's like, you know, it's like, I love my man Bryson Gray, but, you know, he's going in so hard on gay folks, and and just anybody going in hard, man, you know, as a Christian myself, you know, not maybe your typical one, but I just believe, you know, how would Jesus behave? Jesus never condemned anybody or beat them up for not following him or believing. You know, he actually had compassion, understanding it's a hard world and a hard life, and he truly believed he was the one with the answer. And I agree, right? So, but if people are struggling, man, I do think compassion is an answer, and understand that they are crazy. But man, the one title I don't think anybody's given you yet, Hotep Jesus, is the honky whisperer, and that's what you are. You are the honky whisperer. Okay.
They used to call me the white whisperer, man. You on point with that.
Well, man, that's the thing is, as a lot of people who are maybe center right, who have no, necessarily hate in them, and then they're constantly fed this whole, look how happy black people are when they beat up white people. Look how happy black people are when they destroy stores. Black people are either victims or thugs, and this is the thing. And you either completely buy into their victims and live your life to support them, or they're thugs, and you almost develop, true story, a hate for these folks. And that's, that to me is the purity test right now. And you have to get past that, as any human being. So that's kind of my thought on that, man. Right or wrong, I just think that it's a purity test right now as the election comes up, and who's with us and who's against us. And, they're trying to see who's going to buy into that stuff. And it's, so I think that's what we need to watch out for, in my opinion. So.
Yeah. And, the fact that you in the writing room, and I know the request you're probably getting, hey, we need something for this video. It's just like, another one of these. Hey, my heart goes out to you, man, because I feel your pain, man.
No real pain there. I want us to understand it's bullshit. I mean, that's it. Look, man, the other day I'm on a busy street and I see a white lady in a car that's getting pushed, and there's a Mexican dude in the car, and there's a black guy pushing and a white lady pushing this car. I didn't know whose car it was. I didn't know who needed the help. I didn't know anything about that. But that was beautiful to me. In a silly way, that was beautiful, because I didn't know who needed the help. I didn't know the history. I didn't know their economic background. I knew that someone needed help, and a bunch of people came together. And that's kind of the secret, in my opinion, is that little, we help each other, and we care. And at that moment, none of those people cared about, any of that stuff. They just knew that somebody needed help, and the roads were blocked, and we all do this together, and we all move along, and get along with our day, and this person needs help. And it's the little beauty you pull out of the grit, man. I think that's what keeps us going, So,
hey, thanks, man. I'm trying my best to hang in over here, man.
You're the hockey with. We need you, man. You need to help those center right people understand. Don't take that fish bait. Don't take that hook. That's not the secret. That's not the way. So, yeah.
I appreciate that, man. We
appreciate you. Thank you, Hotep and Bill.
Hey, Hotep and Bill, bro.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You know who took the bait? Speaking of the bait, this guy right here took the bait. Let's go look at his race grifting. Huh? Let's see what race grifting Uncle Hotep. Phone lines is open. Go ahead. Look at it right here. How to stop Nordstrom looters. And he gonna put the rooftop Korean. Uncle Hotep is in. They got him. Elon cut them. What did Goldstein call him? Elon Bucks?
Call from
Nero.
Nero, what up, man?
What's cracking, though?
What's good?
What's going on, man? It's going wild today, man.
What happened?
It's going, man. The motherfucking fires, man. We got all type of ridiculousness, race grift, fake ass videos, fucking. You know what I'm saying? I think before I came upon your channel and your personality, I was messing with Young Pharaoh, and he was talking about how, like, during the pandemic, crime is going rampant, freaking economy's all fucked up, they doing all this shit, and it's about to be another round of locking niggas up, man. Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, man, like, The camera, like, I work at Dollar General right now, like, Motherfuckers be stealing. They don't even care about stealing. All that shit insured.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about that. And the cameras, they recording everything. They got AI, facial recognition. Yeah, they gon' man, you think they old videos now. Whenever they freaking stir the pot a little bit and try to, you know what I'm saying, you're going to see a lot of ridiculousness. I think even Umar talked about that, how, like when he was going through his mind control media phase of his studies, he was talking about how, like, motherfuckers in the United States, they don't even think about our image because we black people and we know United States black people, but motherfuckers in China don't, motherfuckers in Norway don't, motherfuckers, and they, this the internet, we all connected. We not in their business, but everybody looking at the U.S., so when it goes down, they're going to be like, oh, those are those niggas. Get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't understand. These are long-ass plans, man. That's why you gotta study,
look
man.
way into the future.
Way into the future, bro. Chess. Even if you don't play chess, find something you like and learn how to look at it in all dimensions, man.
Yeah. How much the first date cost, though?
A first date, shit. Free, nigga. Fucking out, nigga. But most niggas ain't like you and me, man. You know what I'm saying? My presence is a presence, so I get paid for anything I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even be asking, you know what I'm saying? But when you work on yourself and you stop paying attention to other motherfuckers and you just be in your own shit and what you're supposed to do, you just freaking, you become the conductor, you feel me? The energy just flows towards you, you feel me? Like, the universal laws, son, but motherfuckers ain't on that. Ain't on that shit.
You just got tweet burglar, because I'm still in that tweet, and I will be tweeting that out later. A first date is free.
Good. Tag me in it. You feel me?
No, you're not getting tagged in it. You got stolen. I stole it. What do you mean tag you in it? I'm stealing it.
At least you feel like a respectable young man, sir.
That's all we ask for. If you go on Griff, at least tell a motherfucker, hey, look, I'm about to grift off your shit. To, you know what I mean? Don't do it behind a nigga back.
It's all a grift anyway. It's not like we got our emotions, and it's just like when you pimping, nigga, yo, get took, fuck that bitch. It's a hoe.
Yeah, the game is the game.
The game is the game, son. But shit, I wanted to touch on freaking relationships and dating and all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
We live in the most superficial time. I'm 27, bro. I am just happy that I made a decision when I was 18. I didn't really get pussy in high school like that. I was fat, chubby. I was always funny. I never had like social issues. Never got bullied like that.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Your self-esteem, you growing up, all type of shit, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Parents ain't paying attention. They at work. You really just in this bitch on your own. You got to deal with the government. You got to deal with your parents' dumbass. You got to deal with outside. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, especially for a kid, man. Because our parents didn't grow up with all this stimuli and all that shit. Like, they didn't have internet, bro. Like, I don't think they understand the gravity.
They have no idea.
They have no idea, bro. That's why, like, in this relationship game and just life, bro, you're going to have a lot better emotional stability and mental health if you go in everything with a pure heart. Because if you go in a pure heart, you're just there for the experience. So whatever comes with that, you're going to benefit because there's no negative on it. You know what I'm saying? That comes with women. Like, if you don't want to feel used and all that shit, like, know what you're getting into and be honest with yourself and be like, all right, I'm going to spend some money on this bitch because I ain't got game, but you need to know if you got game or not and know why you're spending money. You know what I'm saying? It's about being self-conscious, and you're not going to feel those negative feelings, and you're always going to benefit by learning if you go with a pure heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I'm saying? But that's the first step, period, because after that, you know what I'm saying, everything else is easy. You're just going to learn, and you know what I'm saying, life goes on, and everything changes anyway. So what you know today is not going to be the same tomorrow.
Big facts.
All that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So be open. You can't lose.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
Real
at
talk.
all.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Wise words. Wise words.
Wise words. Well, you know what I'm saying? Just a Negro smoking a blunt with a 40, you know what I'm saying? Out here.
Enjoy.
That goes for life, too. Yes, sir. Stop paying attention to all these niggas. They all distractions. Work on you. It's going to come to you anyway. The shit's fake anyway. Nope. Like, everything. Like, who cares?
For real.
For real, man. Get your spirit back up.
Appreciate the call, bruv.
Yeah, sir. Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Nero on the check-in. Who is this? Do we need Scott? Scott, go ahead, call. Kay said, shout out to Seafood Hotep on the Grift Report. Yeah. Yeah, we got Seafood Hotep. You know, the new look. That's how we gonna rock out. That's how we rocking out. It's the new look now. You know. You know. It'll start to shake form. It's still like out of the box. Like you see this like crease right here. It still needs to form around me a little bit. I was gonna get the large, but as you can see, like with the sleeves ain't even long enough. Not the large. The large. Yeah, because this is an XL. I was gonna get the large, but this is an XL. So you know we'll fill this one out in no time. No worries. But I like the fit on it. The question is, I'm not sure if I should go with the. See, if I button this button. If I button this button, I don't know if I like it with the shirt underneath. I'm going to have to take the shirt off and let my brown skin look pretty, you know, underneath. But for, you know, today, while I got the shirt underneath, I knew I shouldn't have wore the shirt underneath too. Something told me to take it off, but it's all good. You know what I mean? But today we're gonna keep it buttoned up top. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a button out and then we'll see how I feel, you know, how I like that. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers was complaining about how I look, so now I look like Hotep Seafood, you know. Hotep Leroy. But look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Uncle Hotep got caught up. Elon Goldstein called it Elon Buck syndrome. Uncle Hotep got a bad case of it. He got a bad case of it. Look at it. He got a bad case of it. Hotep Lee. Jabari said, wait till Unc finds out the airplane lady. Yeah, he was talking about the airplane lady last night on live. I told him he was in love. He tried to deny it. I seen people talking about, oh, that's not really her. I'm like, sometimes, thank you, K Green. Sometimes y'all just take the red pill. Y'all overdose on the red pill. Oh, it's not her, it's somebody else. Y'all got to stop with that shit. Y'all got to stop with that shit. The clone shit, sometimes y'all go way too far. Yo, this tweet should have went viral already. This tweet should have went triple platinum. This tweet right here should have went triple platinum. That's how I know niggas on the platform ain't real. Niggas on the platform ain't real. This has been up 30 minutes, and this shit ain't go triple platinum yet. Niggas on the platform fucking Elon Bucks, man. They got EBS, man. Elon Buck syndrome. Only got 100 real niggas. Shout out to the real niggas that hit like on this. Shout out to the 100 people that hit like on this. Let's go see who they are. Show them some love. Patriot J liked it. Let's go show everybody who liked this some love. Chingo Bling, Ken Theroux, the real niggas. Phil Dog. You know, we gotta show love to people who keep it real. A lot of people ignored this. A lot of people ignored this. This tweet shit. But I knew it wouldn't because I know how right-wing Twitter is. You know, they're Elon sexuals. They are attracted to Elon in a very weird way, almost a queer way, that everybody is on his nuts. So, yeah, you know, and that's not hate. That's not hate. I just know when, you know, people are hanging on somebody's nuts and when they not. And sometimes it's well-deserved, you know. Sometimes, you know, like the kid who swam across and helped that security guard out. Like, yeah, if you want to hang from his nuts, then, you know, please do. Pause. But hanging from Elon's nuts is just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Especially because it's not deserved. So shout out to all my people that hit like on that. You know. Somebody here said, you misspelled Reddit. Well, yeah, but no, it's not. Is Reddit even a social network? It's a forum. Reddit's a forum. It's not a traditional social network. John Christmas said, I said this when all the QAnon started. QAnon was a psyop. Trust the plan. It had to be this way. White hats in control. All social media is CIA, NSA controlled. Their intent is not so much to brute censor people, but to diffuse groups that might become too big to control. This way, they fragment and prevent cross-pollination. They have studied this tactic very well, probably with AI help. Yeah, I mean, how does this guy understand this? I think he just has, you know, this is like when you say Black Lives Matter and people go, all lives matter. It's like, yeah, no, duh, dumbass. Like, we know they're all That's not my point. Like he gets it, but you know, my point is Twitter has the highest influence. See, this is the word that they miss, influence. Twitter has the highest influence of federal operations of all the social media platforms. This whole platforms are fed up. Influence. You know? Those are just my observations. Those are just my observations. Bring back Young Pharaoh. We just had Young Pharaoh on, you know. We just had him on. Go watch the old one. It's on Rumble. We just had him on. Socio-political structure. Yeah, I agree, Paris. I agree. Anyway, let's come back. Yeah, I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. for the Grift Report. We here daily talking about some real shit. And as the show ages, it's forming, it's starting to take on a form. And, you know, this the disrespect, the utter disrespect of the Grift Report. I just can't. I can't do it. Hold on. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? Like, you know what I'm doing, and you just gonna do that right in my motherfucking ear. As I'm talking about how the show you know, how the show was forming up. Anyway, so as the show is forming, so am I. I'm starting to see what I'm happy with the show, with the Grift Report, what I'm not happy with. One thing I'm happy with is that fucking Hotep Con is this week.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Hotep.
So I get to hang out with the homies. I need some fucking time off to see what the fuck. I need some time to zoom out and see what the fuck's going on in my life. So first of all, that's a good thing. And I can't wait to speak to people there and get their opinions of the show, what they like, what they don't like, et cetera, right? Got a new fit, which is sort of comical, right? The fit I chose is sort of like comical, but it's also like, it's experimental, right? It's very much experimental, right? And it's just like, people would rather watch me do my thing in this kung fu uniform than a MAGA hat turned sideways, unsnapped with the bathrobe on. You know, it's just funny how psychology works. But something just, you know, but what you're wearing can just completely change, you know, if people want to watch your content or not. It's so fascinating. So that is forming. Now, the other piece that's forming as well is the content, right? You know, content, you know, I think people want content that the people want, and then content that I like. So finding a good balance of that is part of this journey. It's part of this experience. He said it's really hard though, for real. I'm drawing the shirt combo right now. AP said, Hotep's been told you was the best debate show, but that goes without being saying. Salute, y'all. Said he's really enjoying the Griff Report. It's what you talk about is what I like. Thanks, man. Soldier says self-reflection. Yeah, always self-reflection, always auditing, and So it's like much of it, the difference between me and everybody else is there's some things I'm just not willing to compromise on, right? Some people will shave their face, shave their head, put on a suit, and go dance. Where, somebody, came to me to do that. It had to be a pretty big fucking check, right? I'm like, I can do this just how I look now, So understanding human psychology and how when I put the hat on, when I put the MAGA hat on, I turned it sideways and it had the snaps open. The moment I put it on, I knew I would trigger multiple people. I knew I would trigger white people, and I knew I would trigger black people or leftists and rightists. Some people are going to hate it because it's a Trump hat, and some people are going to hate it because I'm not wearing it properly. The purists, these are the purists, right? Going back into history, the Puritans, this whitewashing, right? So they see me, they see this hat on, and they make these comments, put your hat on properly. And I wore my hat like that on Around the Blockchain. And there were a handful of comments in there that were like, does this guy not know how that hat works? Which I just found fascinating. Just fascinating that people will get hung up on something that is such a very minute detail about what's happening, So moving from that experiment, or that piece of the experiment, the MAGA hat, worn sideways, unsnapped. We're seeing how, people it irritates them. It's like, okay, that's interesting. And then you mix that with the bathrobe. Now, what the bathrobe says is, to some people, is I don't care. And that's just not the truth. That's not the truth. I do care. I definitely care. But I want to be comfortable. And that's really what the bathrobe was about, because my daughter, she likes the house to be Arctic temperatures, and I get cold, so I needed to have something on that would keep me warm while I streamed. Because if my daughter needs an Arctic cold, then fuck it, it needs to be on Arctic cold, which is how I operate. I'll adjust. You can have the world however you want it. I will adjust, no problem. And then seeing people in a bathrobe and they go, oh, this guy just showed up, and I understand, the impression that it sends to people, right? Very low class. And it's Versace, so it's definitely ignorant. But it's low class, it's ignorant, it's too casual, right? So if you want people to take you serious, then you have to wear something more formal. So I thought to myself, what would make me comfortable? Because wearing a suit I'm not comfortable in a suit. But what could I wear that would say formal, but I'd be comfortable in, and I'd even feel cool in? Because I can't just do what everybody else does. It's just kind of like my thing. Like I'm never really too much of a follower. I gotta look good, but I gotta be different too. And that's when it hit me last week. I say, I'm gonna do the Kung Fu outfit. Motherfuckers ain't got shit, you can't say shit about the Kung Fu outfit. And if you do, you're gonna have some jokes, but at the end of the day, it's gonna look clean. It's gonna look clean. Rockaway velour suit. Oh, the bathroom says, I'm in my crib, you in my house. Okay. Hotep is fired. Thank you, Weatherham. Who's running the vacuum during your show? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying, yo? Just the disrespect. Let me see what Rumble is talking about. Paris Finesse said psych strategies I like. Yeah. When people see me do stuff, they think like I hadn't thought about it, and I definitely gave things a lot of thought. But many times what happens is my thoughts, what do I want to say here? My final conclusion is usually I don't give a fuck.
Hotep.
That's usually what happens.
Oh, this a real Hotep brother.
I put something on. I analyze how people will perceive it, how I perceive it, and then usually I just go, I don't give a fuck, because it's inconsequential to my goals and what I'm about to do on this stream. Regardless of what I wear, on this stream, I'm coming to take people higher in some way, somehow. In some regard, I have to figure out how to take people higher. Okay? So that's that. But at some point, you have to come back and you have to take a look at these things. And when you see the clips go out on my shorts, and I have this MAGA hat turned sideways, and I have the bathrobe on, and I lose 150 subscribers, gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to continue the charade, the shenanigans? Not charade. It's not a charade, because I'd wear that, right? The MAGA hat turned sideways, and I wore it exactly how I felt comfortable, because I didn't like it turned forward. It just felt weird. It was falling down. It's just a weird cut to the hat. The cut to the hat needs to be worn sideways, but anyway. So I'm looking at it, and we got to cut the shenanigans. At some point, you got to cut the shenanigans, and because otherwise, people will, if you don't cut the shenanigans, people will think you don't know any better, right? They'll think like, oh, Hotep Jesus doesn't know any better. Like, why is he wearing that bath suit? Why is he wearing that bathrobe? So at some point, they'll think I don't know any better. So I don't want to give off that impression. But I do like to keep an experiment going for a certain period of time to collect data. And then when I saw myself lose all those subscribers, it's like, okay, maybe I had already copped the suit. I already copped the Kung Fu suit. So it wasn't a decision. It was just like, maybe tonight now is a good time to do that before. But then I was looking at it like, I want to do it longer to continue to lose followers. Like, if anybody knows, like, the old me, my thing was to lose followers. I was like, I got to get rid of these motherfuckers. You superficial, you react off what you see. There's nothing meta to life. You're not looking for substance in life. I just wanted to get rid of them, But unfortunately, I had to change my ways because I don't work for myself. I work in part for Hotep Nation. So because I work for Hotep Nation, there are people's futures that are at least somewhat relying upon my success. I'm going to influence their life some way, somehow. So I can't think selfishly all the time. At some point, I have to think about others. So I understand that numbers are important. And also I have people that work, got handlers, right? And they work on things with me. And if I'm losing numbers, it makes their job harder. And they're going to call me up. My handler's going to be like, Hotep Jesus, you're down, followers. What the fuck are you doing? Clean your fucking act up, So I got handlers, whose lives are affected by all of this. And I want to make sure that they make good money. So ultimately I had to lose the bathrobe because people would think I didn't care, and you said double down. Well, that was the other option. The other option was to, the gold chain too. That was along with it, like bathrobe, gold chain, MAGA hat turned sideways, unsnapped. But that was the other thing. The other thing was to double down and like really go belligerent, like fucking face paint for every episode, right? Like just to, and it would have worked, right? Like if I came here with fucking war face paint every day to stream, I'd probably go viral, right? They'd be like, yo, who's this black guy in this and that? But then I'd be in the class of like goofball, right? I'd be in the Alex Stein, Charleston White category. And those are my homies, I fucks with them or whatever, especially Alex Stein. But I don't want to be in that category. And I said that to people before with the whole Starbucks situation. When I troll Starbucks, people were like, yo, you could make this a thing and keep going. And I'm like, yeah, I know I can turn this into a grift and it could be a very lucrative grift. But that's not what that's not what I wouldn't be happy. Like, that's not really what I'm here for. I want to put out, good content. I want to take people higher. I don't want to just be a fucking sideshow, but that's what they want. Some people like that, sideshows and shit. I think that's what all of this stuff is, right? It's a good thing. All these grifters really are. They're just sideshows, right? Everybody's got their little niche, you know, the bearded lady and all this other shit. It's just a side cheek. Patterson has said chess, definitely a method to the madness. Yeah. She said there's some who can't see behind those looking for entertainment and can't see beyond the veil. Yeah. Yeah. People are so superficial. Yeah. Said you are not doing your daughter any favors. Life is hard. Get her a helmet. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But anyway, so, you know, I don't know how much I'm going to speak about the outfit change going further in the future, but everybody who's here, now you are special because you have the backstory on the outfit change. And we spoke about this last week. We said it was coming and we shot for it live, whatever. And maybe we'll change outfits and do something different in the future. You know, maybe I'll fucking be on cam dressed up like the Taliban. You know, who knows what the fuck is going on.
Hotep, you're a genius. HotepJesus.com.
Alhamdulillah. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Hopefully you've mastered your focus. Got your brain boosters. TryMasterFocus.com. Link in the description box below for the half off. Commercial played at the end of this show. Shout out to my producers, my great handlers, Taylor, Jason and Jason, Jabari, Chad, and Leah and Trish and Brody and all of y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all at HotepCon. And to all my callers, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Hotep and Bill, y'all be good, y'all. See y'all tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I can try to get that handled for you. Again, it's only my second day, so if you can give me a second. How am I supposed to do this? How the hell are we supposed to do this by 5 o'clock?
I have no clue.
Is that possible? Hey, do you have the password to... How'd you finish all your work already?
He's not tapped in. How'd you get that done so quick?
They think they're gonna be able to budget that?
It's money. That's money right there. You understand?
You guys finished your work 6 hours early?
He's not tapped in.